said, don't you wanna go on an adventure? She said, we got big plans for the future. She said, you don't know what you're missing. She said, come on, see love, we can do it. We went down the road to your house and when we just sat and chatted with your mom then. She had nothing better to say than to see like you're free, so go and see what live on in Scottsdale could do for you. 'Cause everything is bigger than we have for you. Live on in Scottsdale, just go and see for me. Just go and be something, you can be anything. He said, are you loving all your new decisions? I said, I don't really know what I'm doing. He said, aren't you living your best life now? I said, I don't know what it's about.
Gaming Morning Show.
Ah, the sounds of morning.
Early in the morning,
Birds singing.
gotta feed the donkey.
The sun peeking above the
When you
horizon.
feed the donkey,
The gentle nudge from your morning alarm clock.
this is what he says.
A subtle reminder that today is a new day. A new day for you to watch Gaming Morning Show. The show where you'll find science lessons.
Says, when I bake bread, I give thousands of yeast organisms false hope by feeding them sugar before ruthlessly cooking them to death in an oven and eating their corpses. Wow.
I thought you
think
were
about bread a whole new way.
I thought you were about to say orgasms for a second there. Did either of you ever have that happen when you were in like biology class and you're reading?
Have an orgasm? I've never orgasmed during
The biology text doesn't do that for you. It's like, oh yeah.
Great deals.
computers and accessories
Wait,
special bundle.
Mike, they got the super chroma color in. Did you know they had that? You
I know.
overpaid for your computer.
By a lot. I wonder if, do you think they price match?
They might. Well, this is half off.
Can you take a screenshot of this and try to get a store price match?
And linguistic perfection.
Is that like when I roll my R's?
Do it again.
Romance.
Great.
Romance. See, everyone.
Romance.
It's not a hiss.
So let me hear your battle cry.
Kiki. Oh!
Kiki what?
As we all charge into Gaming Morning Show.
More like Kiki. Whoa, am I right?
Now, if only I could find a way out of this box. I'll catch up. 'Cause GMS starts right now.
Morning, gamer. It's Tuesday, November 9th, 2021. This is Gaming Morning Show, Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, GamingMorningShow.tv. We have some good stuff. Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News on the way. We have birthdays this day in gaming history. We have Where is Myko? It's a new game.
Look, it's not Myko.
Myko's on assignment?
Myko's on vacation.
Myko's out getting coffee.
Myko's out picking his favorite movie soundtrack.
Going through, just thumbing through. Yes, Mike, I read my text messages. This is called theater.
It's a bit.
I thought the Dunkin' coffee was closer to your house.
Get your Dunkin' coffee.
Look, it's Myko went and got milk. Never saw Mike again.
We tried to do a mic check this morning, but it didn't work.
Mike check. Get it? His name's Mike. Oh my gosh, we'll miss you, buddy. I hope it gets fixed. But I think you already said you're at the office, making the best of the situation. Hey, look at it this way. At least this is happening now, instead of tomorrow at 4:45 p.m. Pacific time when it's GMS After Dark, and Lucas might go. It has to run the show. That would be way more unfortunate. Oh, there's no internet at the office either.
Bummer.
Oh,
What about at Dunkin'? Or the Starbucks bathroom?
can you go to Dunkin'? Be like, yes, I would like a large Dunkin' coffee, please, and a pull-apart donut, glazed donut bit, and also someone's 5G phone with unlimited data, please, to go. Ted, can I have your phone? That'll be $35.96. Oh my gosh, we're just putting salt in the wound, Sean. I can't have Dunkin' for a month because of this cleanse thing. Oof.
Juice is good too.
Go to the Jamba Juice bar. Although I don't know if that.
Jamba Juice.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that counts as part of the cleanse either.
Jamba Juice is only juice by name.
Should we just pivot seamlessly to the topic of the day?
What's your favorite movie soundtrack?
So happy you asked. That is the topic of the day. What's your favorite movie soundtrack? Mine's got to be one of the earliest ones that I had, which was like Lion King. I mean, that's got to be like 92, 93, probably.
It's not bad for a wrong answer.
I mean, look at it this way. Like, one of my favorite songs on that soundtrack was Scar's song, Be Prepared. And no one likes the villain song, so that's probably a testament to how good of a soundtrack it was. The other one that came to mind, and this is on the heels of our concert last week, is I love the Greatest Showman soundtrack, just because, I mean, it was a really good movie for me. So
it's not bad either. There's only one right answer though. It's Grease 2.
Big Michelle Pfeiffer fan.
Grease 2 is the best.
All right, without looking, can you name one Grease 2 song?
Yeah, off the top of my head.
Yep.
Well, you got hits like Who's That Guy?
Who?
And Rocka Hula Luau, Summer is Coming.
Oh, yes.
Off the top of my head.
I remember that because it was at graduation. That was just like Grease 1, where they had the graduation song because they're at the like little fair thing. I remember the next one was Hawaiian themed, right? Mm-hmm. And so they sang the hula. Did you say the hula? Could you give me that name of that one again, just to make sure I have it
Rocka
written?
Hula Luau, Summer is Coming.
Can't tell if Sean's actually looking at these or if.
It's off the top of my head.
Oh no. No, I didn't meet Hugh. Who met Hugh? I didn't meet Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman wasn't there. Just no. If I met Hugh Jackman, I wouldn't come back.
Moana's pretty good. We sang that one in the car for months and months and months and months after that came out.
Oh, and I should say good morning to chat really quick, so thank you for doing that. We have KJ here, Scott Chick is here as well, Downs and K-Laugh, the first three of which were all here before 6 o'clock. K-Laugh checked in right at 3 minutes after 6 o'clock. Downs, Scott Chick, and then Forgiven John, lurking, but working and having a good stream. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Yeah, Moana came to mind too, because we listened to that one a bunch. For some reason, we listened to a lot more soundtracks like before we got the house, and now that we have the house, and this is like 5 years we've had the house. So I don't know if we're spending more time in the car because we didn't have a house. I don't know. I mean, listen, I remember driving back and forth. We even lived in separate places for a good amount of time, so maybe that's why we listened to more soundtracks. But Moana was there. You're Welcome was a good song. I like that one. And Shiny was good.
Shout out to the Hamilton soundtrack as well.
Ooh, that's a good one. Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
Only a movie soundtrack, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, qualifies because there was technically a movie put out, but it's a live production movie. It counts. Yeah, it counts. Down said I had Titanic on mini disc. Wow.
Nice.
Just when I think Downs and I might not be the same person, you pull out mini disc and make me think that maybe we are long lost brothers, because I also too Had many mini discs. I never had an album. Did they actually make the album Titanic on mini disc?
I'm sure.
It's the wave of the future, Sean. It's the wave of the
It's
future.
gonna come back around.
Yep. Everyone will have mini disc players soon enough. KJ said, favorite movie soundtrack, hard to choose between The Greatest Showman and Pitch Perfect. I got nothing on Pitch Perfect.
It's a movie.
Anna Kendrick was
They
in
sing
it.
songs.
Someone from our household
Ben
has seen
Platt's
all
in
of
there.
them.
Pitch Perfect's actually a movie that's right up my alley that I've just never gotten around to watching.
I can agree with that. Oh, Cups is your all-time favorite song. I've heard that a lot on the radio. A lot.
And on the internets.
Lucas Myko says, what if they made a movie out of a musical? Isn't that what they just did? Or if they made... Hamilton starts as a musical, so then they make a full-blown produced movie. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like Les Mis and Phantom of the Opera? There you go. Perfect. Yeah, that should count.
Yeah, that counts.
Yeah.
Oh, Les Mis is good.
Saturday Night Live, though, screwed everything up because they made a bit where this is a John Mulaney written bit when he was hosting, and they made a situation where they made a Les Mis number out of ordering lobster at a diner, and so now all I can ever hear is the lobster lyrics instead of the actual lyrics.
They're still good.
At least I know the
And
tune.
then you just want lobster.
There you go. After the show, do you want to go get lobster with me and watch Les Mis? Date. Top of the moron to you, Kate Zaid. It is good to see you today on Gaming Morning Show.
Top of the moron.
Same with you, Papa Paz.
Good moron.
Love Anna Kendrick in Pitch Perfect. Yeah, I think, Sean, you said it perfectly. Like, it's a movie that, I'm not, like, anti-musical. I would watch it. I just haven't, because I don't watch that many movies, all things considered. So.
Yep.
All right, we have that. It's World Freedom Day. It's Chaos Never Dies Day. It's Scrapple Day. Scrapple Day. Not Scrabble Day, but Scrapple Day. Do you have any idea what Scrapple is?
No.
I'll give you a clue. We'll play not charades, but some acting out. Pretend I'm wearing a surgical mask. Okay. Suction, please. Scrapple.
Oh, I googled it. It's disappointing. This is not what I wanted Scrapple to be.
What did you want it to be?
I don't know, but I didn't.
Wasn't that?
I didn't want it to be traditionally a mush of pork scraps and trimmings combined with cornmeal and wheat flour. That sure wasn't on the top of my list.
I'll take 2, please. It sounds awful, doesn't it?
It doesn't look any better either.
It's like Sean, sell me on Scrapple, please. Ooh. I don't know if I can. Yeah. There you go. That's Look It's Myko K laughing it for all of its glory right there.
Top of the moron.
It's good to see you, Danny. Danny says Scrapple is sure something. So
I don't know if it looks worse cooked or uncooked. They both look bad in their own way.
it looks like something that I would use a scalpel to extract from somebody. Not me.
I'd wash it down with a Snapple.
What you gonna have as a side? An apple? That's rhyming. It's not.
Oh, that's on the nose.
That was my fail. I didn't do that right. Crab apples. Gross. It's also National Louisiana Day, so if you're located in the Louisiana area, congratulations. Today is your day. We'll have a story coming up about SpaceX and toilets. This at this point is going to be the Look It's Myko Out of This World story of the day. That's coming up from NPR. And then Patty Jenkins' Rogue Squadron has been delayed. Do you know anything about Rogue Squadron?
Yeah, about
Star
as
Wars?
much as you just said. Yeah, it's a Star Wars thing.
Okay, gotcha. Because Patty Jenkins did Wonder Woman, right?
Yes.
So I had immediately, my brain went to superhero movies, so that's going to go in, isn't it? Oh, thought there was a chance.
That was a
It
little
went
wide
in.
left.
Good morning to you, K-Laugh. As I mentioned already, haters can hate more Scrapple for me. Oh my God, are you? So you're gonna die on the Scrapple hill, K-Laugh? like you have scrapple it up. Scrapple's great. Slice it real thin, fry it up, just as good as bacon.
Doubt it.
How do you make it into bacon? It looked like it was like a ground meat to me. Or I'm assuming that because of mush of pork. I don't know about that one.
I think I'd rather play Scrabble.
Right.
And I hate Scrabble.
I'd rather eat scraps of bacon than Scrapple. Are you done with your bacon? Great. Can I have the rest of it, please? It was either this or I had to eat Scrapple.
Our mother-in-law the other day, I think it was Saturday or Sunday, was in the kitchen. She goes, "I'm gonna cook the rest of this bacon. Would you eat some?" I was like, "Yeah." Silly question. The answer to that is always yes. I'll eat the bacon.
You should have led with, how much of the bacon will you eat if I make it? I'm getting a little worried because I'm already thinking about Thanksgiving dinner. We got a long way to go. In 20 days, probably. So.
It's coming fast.
I know, but I want it now. I'm like Veronka, whatever, in Willy Wonka. I want it now. Oh, wow. Kate's 8 says, you can all have my bacon. Have all of... You don't like bacon? Okay. I learned something about Kate's 8 today. Culty, if I didn't say hi to you, good morning to you. I've been craving Spam Musubi from KJ. Have you had Spam Musubi?
No. Have not.
Also, somebody said that it's like meatloaf. This is Dandy. It's like meatloaf, but worse.
Yeah, no, that's kind of what it looks like.
Do you like meatloaf?
It depends. There are some I will eat.
It's fine. I never have a craving for meatloaf. I mean, I have more cravings to hear the song "I Would Do Anything for Love" before I want to have meatloaf for dinner.
What if you were playing Scrabble while you had it?
While I had meatloaf?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would work, because then that would be basically playing Scrapple, right?
Scrapple.
Hand me the Scrapple. Lucas Michael says, imagine if you ate meatloaf, then you pooped out the meatloaf, and then you cooked it. Oh, that's... K-Laugh. Is that what Scrapple is? Is like excreted meatloaf? I just picture a pitch meeting for the advertising behind Scrapple. It's like, imagine, if you will, take a ride in your mind with me.
Don't wanna.
Ugh, gross. Down says, oddly, cannot find the Titanic on minidisc, but I did find Meatloaf on minidisc. Of course you did. Downs. So were they selling albums on minidisc in the UK? Was I just in the wrong place? Dandy's like, Mike, no. It's not okay. I mean, that's fair. We're knocking it before we've tried it, which you're not supposed to do, but...
I don't typically judge a book by its cover, but what if its cover looks really, really gross?
What if it looked like meatloaf that was already passed through the body once? All right, so what's your favorite Scrapple? Is it a recipe? Dish? Are you having scrambled eggs and Scrapple? I would do anything for love except eat Scrapple. I wanted it to be anything but what it actually was. It's true. Where's the best Scrapple in America? K-Lav. Can you go to the diner and order Scrapple? No, Downs found the mini disc and put it in Discord. Oh my gosh. I have
Titanic?
No, for Meatloaf.
For me, for Scrapple?
Yes. Are we now saying the same thing? Was Meatloaf's original band name Scrapple before Meatloaf kind of took off?
Does Meatloaf have a song called Scrapple?
I can't believe you have the Titanic soundtrack. I'm blown away. Mini disc was not the way I thought this show would go today. Like, I had a 6 CD changer in the back of my car because I had to make room for the in-dash mini disc player because it was the wave of the future. You could re-record them thousands of times and they would never lose audio quality. Thousands, chat. Thousands of times. That's so many times that you would likely never actually reach 1,000. But if you did, you were in the clear. What is it? See? Yeah, exactly. Dandy, are you U.S. your whole life? Because I found them only because I worked in radio. But they're these itty bitty little mini discs. Just an itty bitty little mini disc. It's like a plastic casing that has a disc that looks like a compact disc, but even smaller. It's probably,
you might say.
yeah, aptly named. Maybe like if I were to take my knuckle, it's about too wide of that knuckle section there. And the mini disc, when you put it into the mini disc player, it would like slide this thing, part of the side of it, to expose the disc so the thing could read it, the laser. And yeah, and so they were always protected.
So it's kind of like a laser disc.
Yes, exactly. Except like
but mini,
much smaller, and in a case. But I mean, listen, if we're using laser disc as the reference point, we're already going to lose people because I've only seen one laser disc in my life. Yeah, I have them at my office, so I can bring one to the show tomorrow and show you on stream. And then we can play Ryan's favorite mini discs that I made with my mini disc players. Ooh, there's going to be some winners on there, let me tell you. And you could type in data, so you could label everything. Like, so on the screen it would like scroll just like it does now with like satellite radio. It'll tell you the name, or on the HD FM radio, it'll tell you the name of the song. I have that.
Was that the first media that had metadata like that?
And I think you could do it with like burn CDs eventually.
Oh,
yeah. But your CD player was more important than the CD itself. The CD had the information. It was, could your CD player decode it? Mm-hmm. We were programmers, chat, back in the day.
Hackers.
Call me acid cool. 627. 927 out east. 227 for those watching in the Ukraine. The game changer for Minidisc was the multi-layering tool. Towns, I don't even know what you're talking about. Now I'm very intrigued. Coming up later, Downs and Hefty talk Minidiscs. Oof. What a segment that will be. Can't wait. Mark your calendars.
Wait, what has this been then?
This has been the intro. This is the prologue. This is Sports Talk Gaming and Hefty prologue mini discs. So, yeah. I mean, have you ever even seen a mini disc?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I figured with your musical background you had, and you at least knew what I was talking about. The first time I was really excited to tell you that I had a mini disc player in my car.
Yeah. No, I knew for sure.
You didn't look at me and go, "Why?" Probably thought it, but you didn't say it. So I pre-think. Good moron to you, Digital Games. It is good to see you. We were talking about
Top of the moron.
Well, we're talking about mini discs on the heels of Scrapple. What's your favorite Scrapple dish, Digital Games? And then we also are trying to find Look It's Mike O. So if you've seen him, tell me if you've seen him. We also have birthdays this day in gaming history coming up. It's time to get informed. We got to get the headlines of the day. It's news time. Here's hashtag video game expert Sean.
Good morning. It is Tuesday, November 9th, 2021, and this is your Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News. It's apparently Pokemon Day here in the newsroom. We got 2 Pokemon stories for all of your Pokemon needs. The first one is has to do with the upcoming Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remakes. And the fact that Pokemon Go is going to celebrate those remakes with special events. This is from John Carson of Game Informer. The event details are detailed on the Pokemon Go website, and they begin next week and feature catchable Sinnoh starters with new hats, collectible trainer costumes, and more.
Did you say hats?
Hats. New hats. Not nude hats. New hats. Starting on November 16th, trainers can find Sinnoh starters Turtwig, Chimchar, and Piplup.
Oh, Piplup. Piplup loves
they'll
Scrapple.
They'll be out in the wild wearing either a Lucas hat or a Don hat.
I don't
Some
have
of these words I understand.
I was gonna say, I don't have a clue about what the hell you're talking. Oh man, we're screwing this up. Sorry, Dandy. Don't butcher my baby's name. We're trying. Do you want me to give it a shot? That'd go well.
No word as of yet if the famous Pokemon Scrapple will be making an appearance.
What's Scrapple look like? Just a big meatloaf.
It just kind of wiggles around.
Ooh, no, you're making it sound gelatinous. That makes it
it's
worse.
just like,
Ooh, imagine some Scrapple and Jello.
ugh.
That sounds like a dish that was made in the 70s.
This isn't it your family that puts everything in Jello?
No, that's ridiculous.
Can you reach out to some of your family and see if they've ever put Scrapple in Jello before?
Working on it.
In our next news story of the day, to continue the Pokemon theme, this one's about Pikachu. This one's about Baccarat Crystal Pikachu. This one's about a Baccarat Crystal Pikachu that costs $25,000.
Wow.
That's the story. There's no more.
It's the headline. It's one of those you don't have to read anything else.
This comes from Brian Ashcraft of Kotaku. And apparently this Pikachu fragment was designed by artist Hiroshi Fujiwara. Yeah, it's just a crystal Pikachu. It looks nice for crystal Pikachus.
Do you have a long line of crystal Pikachus to choose from?
This is in my top 5 crystal Pikachus.
Congratulations to this person who made this. What's Baccarat? I thought Baccarat was a game.
Yeah. Apparently it's a type of crystal too.
Okay. Learned something already. Takeaway that was pretty okay. Writing it down.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want this crystal Pikachu, just $25,000. It can be yours. No word if he's wearing any hats though. I think that's just a Pokemon Go thing. In our last news story of the day, not Pokemon related, to the best of my knowledge, Metal Gear Solid 2, 3, and the HD collections are temporarily removed from digital stores. This is from Jason Guisau of Game Informer. This apparently has to do with a rights issue and a licensing issue. And the license was for like historical film footage. So yeah, they're apparently working out the licensing conundrum for this historical film footage. So on all digital storefronts, Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, Metal Gear Solid HD edition, Metal Gear Solid HD Edition 2 and 3, on the PlayStations, Vitas, Xboxes, 3DSs, also GOG.com, and NVIDIA Shield. So if you're wanting to play Metal Gear Solid 2 or 3 on Shield TV, you're out of luck right now.
Shield TV?
That's what it says. Metal Gear Solid 2 for Shield TV, NVIDIA Shield.
It's interesting that it's because of like historical footage, because you would have imagined that was used maybe in one of the games.
Yeah, apparently not.
Used in a bunch.
Yeah, two and 3, and then anything that contains those as part of like a remake is affected. So it is. Konami has said this is a temporary thing, but is yet to be clear if and when those will be available again for purchase. So there you go. Sorry, everyone who's just right about to play Metal Gear Solid 2
on Shield TV.
On Shield TV.
Listen to your mini discs.
And always last but never least, we finish off today's Gaming Morning Show, morning gaming news with the world-renowned segment within a segment where we take a look at what is out today. Like Airborne Kingdom, out on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Xbox One, and Switch. Disney Classic Games Collection, out on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Football Manager 2022, out on Xbox One and PC. Forza Horizon 5 is officially out now on Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Xbox One, and PC. Jurassic World Evolution 2 is out on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Xbox One, and PC. That, in fact, stars Jeff Goldblum. Blue Reflection Second Light is out on Switch. And for your most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within a segment within a segment, today's name of the morning goes to My Singing Monsters Playground, out on Switch.
The dinosaurs. Jeff Goldblum. Congratulations, My Singing Monsters Playgrounds. You are winner of Name of the Morning and thus eligible for Name of the Month consideration. We'll consider it. We don't have to do that now, I suppose. We can consider it later.
It's been considered.
Okay. Congratulations. You can find us at WatchGMS on Twitter, and if you do, just search hashtag GMS Gaming Morning News for all the news headlines, and search
hashtag GMS Name of the Morning
for the rest, including Name of the Morning. Forza Day today. Good moron to you. Hey, it's Brendan_TTV.
Top of the moron.
Happy Forza Horizon 5 Day. Goodbye, my productivity. It's over. Brendan's doing nothing today.
It does look very pretty.
I just read Mike saying, I played that on Steam. My brain said, I played that on Sean. Just wondering what kind of console you had in you for a second.
It's kind of like the KFC console.
You have a chicken chamber?
Yeah, I put chicken in my chamber.
From what kidney does Sean's gaming knowledge originate?
Maybe that's why you have kidneys that spew gaming knowledge.
How many kidneys do adults have?
Some have 2.
No, the correct answer is 0. Adults have adult knees. They have 2 adult knees.
That one's good. I like that a lot.
Well, Bob liked it too.
Well, Bob likes dad jokes, if you think about it.
Hey, do any of you know a pirate's favorite letter? Huh?
Is it F?
I don't think it's F. Bob, is it F?
No.
Is it C?
You'd think it was the C, but their favorite is R.
Mike wants to know, is it 6?
Beep boop beep boop.
I'm surprised the microphone picks him up so well when he does the beep boop 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 boops. So.
No noise gate on his microphone.
Exactly. He's Bob's doing that under his breath. You don't know it. All right, what we're looking for today, Mike O doesn't have the internet, so we're telling everyone that Mike's on assignment. Where is Mike O right now, chat? What is your best wrong answer for where Mike O is right now? We thought Mike was getting coffee, and then unfortunately that turned into a sour subject because Mike can't drink coffee right now. So it's very sad.
Papa Paws has the best guess.
Oh, Papa Paws says Mike's using the restroom. That's exactly what Papa Paws said.
Is it a Starbucks restaurant?
Yes, it could be a Starbucks restroom.
Duncan Coast versus Starbucks Coast.
That's true. Culty Vibe says he's in line for Shaq's new book signing.
Shaq!
Oh, Jack is here. Good morning to you, Jack.
Top of the moron!
Myco is serving customers at an Arby's. I like how it's an Arby's. Which Arby's? It's a very specific one. These are great. Mike is still trying to milk pickle. I'd like to know more context on that one, Brendan. Is that from roleplay last night? Red Dead Redemption 2 roleplay, just to be very specific. Mike, are you out proving the existence of the Loch Ness Monster? Could be.
It was the Loch Ness Monster.
I am JF Downs. Maybe watching the Eternals. Oh, that'd be a good use of your time.
Indeed.
So, I have to tell you that I work in sports, and before the football game that we had on Saturday, we were testing the national anthem to make sure that the person singing wouldn't have any feedback or problems. And so it was raining at the time, and so I gave them my Denver Broncos umbrella to take down to the field so that they could be under cover while it was raining. And the wind gust came up to the point where the umbrella got blown inside out. It folded, if you will. And so the person that was helping me test the microphone down on the field on the microphone said something like, "It's all because of the Denver Broncos umbrella." And I, from the top on the other microphone, go, "Well, that's what our football team has looked like all year. They folded." And then I realized that I'm at the football game for work on a public address system saying that basically the football team has looked that way all year. And I had to be like, wait a second. So on the microphone, I'm like, to be very specific, I'm referring to the Denver Broncos football team. That's the football team to which I'm referring. Because otherwise it would have sounded like I was making fun of our football team, and that would have been a problem. So just be very specific when you're talking. It's helpful. Which Arby's? All right, speaking of toilets.
At the Tone, the first poop mention of the day was at 6, 4, 1. Ding!
All right. It wasn't. It was well earlier than that, but that's okay. There's a broken toilet on SpaceX. Maybe this is where Mike is. Maybe Mike's up at SpaceX trying to fix this toilet. It's actually on a capsule. Because if it was at like SpaceX headquarters, this would be far less of a story. Kat Lonesdorf of NPR says that there's astronauts who will return to Earth in diapers. I thought astronauts were always wearing diapers. Am I making that up?
I don't know.
Do we have any space experts?
Seems like something they would have on.
I guess if they're in a capsule or something just floating around and have access to a toilet, they don't need to. So, but yeah, this is happening. Astronauts aboard the SpaceX capsule that are coming home. Well, this was on Monday, so this was leading into yesterday. They had no working toilet. There's 4 members of this crew, the Dragon Endeavor. And so, as they splash down, which is a horrible phrasing for the story about wearing diapers. It actually is written into this. I'm going to read this one verbatim. The 4 members of SpaceX crew Dragon Endeavor will be wearing diapers as they splash down in order to prevent anything else from splashing too. Gross. Did they have any Scrapple before they started to fall to the earth? Because I hear that really makes the stomach start working real fast. Oh my gosh, there's a poo on the flag. I was going to say, how'd you know that astronaut's wearing a diaper? But that's not the point. The crew of this mission? No way. The crew for this mission, known as Crew 2. Crew 2 has been at the International Space Station since April. They've been in space for about 200 days. Quote, "It's been a very, very intense mission. A lot of things have happened," said the expedition commander in a press conference. They had conducted a series of spacewalks. They did some solar panels and some things like that. The SpaceX capsule is currently scheduled to unlock from the ISS was yesterday and return yesterday night, although that's dependent on the weather. Dependent. on the weather. Depends. Anyway, 20 hours in the capsule wearing diapers. That's what they were expected to do. If you ask my wife, sometimes when I'm using the restroom, I'm in there for 20 hours.
Wearing a diaper?
No, it could be. I don't know. It's my time. I'm in the bathroom by myself. I do what I want. No one can get to me in there. All right. My vote so far is trying to figure out where the Loch Ness Monster is. That's going to be my vote.
It's a good one. Also, chat, everyone guess what I Google image searched to find that flag.
Space poop?
It was space poop.
Was it really?
I tried space toilet first, and those were just like actual astronaut toilets. And it was
really boring
nearly
real
as much
astronaut toilets. But then you went with space poop and you found it. Well, I've shared the story with Sean, but on the Clip ME show last week, there was the clip of us going into the wine room during Fudge Village, and Chris ME is narrating this clip and trying to get the story behind where this came from, thinking that us simultaneously saying "count me in" had something to do with something else, and the reality was no, we just happened to say the exact same thing to the exact same situation, and it was hilarious. We enjoyed it. Good moron to you, Sis.
Top of the moron.
A couple of things we're asking. What is your favorite movie soundtrack? Have you ever heard of a mini disc? And look, it's Mike-O's not here today. We've sent Mike-O out for an assignment. What is Mike doing? Wrong answers, please. Wine room? Count me in.
so good.
We will be having some more Fudge Village at some point this month. We just don't know exactly when yet. So if you enjoyed Fudge Village Parts 1 and 2, more Fudge Village coming your way in November. Update. Customers in Mike's area should expect internet back around 11 p.m. Wow.
Ooh.
That's a lengthy outage. The only outage that we've had of that variety in our neighborhood was during the Great Ice Storm, right?
Yeah. And that one wasn't even that bad,
Yeah.
surprisingly.
Yeah, because you didn't have power for a long time, but as soon as you got power back, you got internet, right?
Right.
Whereas we got our power back very quickly. And we only live 4 minutes apart from each other, but, you know, definitely different grids because we're on the other side of a certain, like, throughway. And, but we didn't have internet forever. Yeah, so the Lion King soundtrack was really good. I think that was, like, the first... Because, you know, the Lion King was part of that, like, Disney Renaissance. The revival of Disney. Mm-hmm. And, like, Little Mermaid had a key song, and Beauty and the Beast had, like, a key song or two. I think Be Our Guest was pretty well received in addition to the title track, right? But I think Lion King was, like, the first one that was just a bop from beginning to end.
Yeah. Lion King was really good.
Wasn't Elton John
Aladdin
involved
was really good.
with Lion King?
Yes?
Or am I making that up?
No, he sang a version of that one song. I don't know if he helped write it. Can't remember now.
Sis says, anything Hans Zimmer makes is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that was a key, too, is maybe Elton John being involved so heavily in the Lion King soundtrack. Maybe that was kind of a change where they started to get like big time, it's like Phil Collins at Tarzan, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that was kind of the start of it. Tim Rice, that's who I was thinking of. Yes. And Tim Rice, I want to say, was involved in one of the 2 movies before that, either Beauty and the Beast or Little Mermaid, but I could be making that up. Because even like Aladdin's got a lot of good music to it, but it was not nearly as good as Lion King, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right. Lion King, I think, is the best in that era. In my opinion.
Yeah, and I'm with you on Moana. You mentioned that one earlier. Because Moana was very musical driven. There hasn't really been... Oh, no, Frozen. Frozen obviously had a pretty good soundtrack, but I think Moana's was better.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think
Frozen was
oh, go ahead.
the best in a long time.
Yeah.
But then Moana was fantastic.
I'm with you, Papa. Papa said it. Where Lion King crushed it. Aladdin was really good, though. Yeah, I think that's perfect. Like, Lion King, full home run. The other one was fine. All right, here's some updates. Brendan said, Tim Rice was huge in 90s Disney Renaissance. He worked with Alan Menken a lot, too. And then Down says, Google says, all music composed by Elton John, lyrics by Tim Rice, all songs composed by Hans Zimmer. I don't know who Hans Zimmer is. Is that a big deal?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Did you play for Hans Zimmer, too?
That's my pen name. I am Hans Zimmer.
Oh! Sports Doc Zimmer. That's what we call him off air, just so you know. Wait, what? Brendan says that team also wrote Little Shop of Horrors. No kidding. Now, was Little Shop of Horrors a musical first, and then the Rick Moranis movie came out, or is it vice versa?
Ooh, I think it was a musical first.
And then Caleb says,
But
I think Team America World Police's soundtrack is wonderful. I mean, that's not wrong. America.
Snow Grease, too.
Hula School's Out Summer. Did I get that right?
Nailed it. Rocka Hula Luau. And then something about summer.
Something about something. I feel like that would be a perfect...
Is, second overtime.
I know. I feel like that would be a perfect bit for Whose Line Is It Anyway when they're doing CD compilations. It's like, who could forget the wonderful song, Something About Something? Let's see. I was busy reading chat instead of stopping soccer balls. That's okay. Brennan says, well, actually, first it was an old black and white movie. Jack Nicholson was the original dentist. Little shop of horror. Feed me. Not far off.
I will not.
All right. At 6:52, we lost. We're one of life's losers. We can live with that. 9:52 out east, 2:52 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. Ooh, that's a deep cut. Culty Vibe says, Can't Hardly Wait is my fave. So many jams on that one. That was a 1998 movie is what I'm going to guess, starring Jennifer Love Hewitt. It's a coming-of-age movie.
Nice.
Paradise City is guaranteed to be on that because there was a part of the movie where a person sings Paradise City by Guns N' Roses. I love this song, he said, and then he jams out to it. I'll watch that movie a couple times. All right, let's do birthdays this day in gaming history. If you have a birthday to celebrate with us, I would like to celebrate with you. So, here we go. Actor Lou Ferrigno turns 70. Actor Lou Ferrigno is the original Incredible Hulk, I do believe. I've never seen the original Incredible Hulk, but I have seen many bits with Lou Ferrigno referencing his time as the Incredible Hulk.
Mm-hmm. It's not great. Don't go watch it. It doesn't hold up.
What's better? Okay. Lou Ferrigno's the Hulk, okay? Or the Flash. Gordon. Because they're the same person, right? The Flash and Flash Gordon, same person, right? Yep.
Same person.
Okay, cool. Moving on. Writer-producer Ryan Murphy turns 56.
He began his writing career as a journalist.
Just like Chris M. Yee. Actor Eric Dane is 49.
Wow. His fun fact is he's been on Grey's Anatomy.
Just like Chris M. Yee. Singer Nick Lachey turns 48 and actress Vanessa Lachey turns 41. They have to share a line. Sorry, Vanessa.
Well, at least they found a picture with the two of them together. Also, they have the same birthday. That's pretty cool.
I'm guessing this is a married couple?
Yeah, the couple married in 2011.
Just like Chris. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know that about Chris. Okay, well, so they married and they have the same birthday. Well, that makes things easy.
You know, if I was going to marry someone that had the same birthday as me, I would demand that we got married on our birthday. That way it's like, nope, just one day.
All in one, right?
One day. Let's just go on vacation every year for our birthdays / anniversary.
You forgot my birthday. You forgot my birthday. Oh, yeah?
Forgot our anniversary.
Actress Emily Tyra turns 34 today.
Nice. She's best known for her role as Dr. Noah Keane on the TV series Code Black.
Just like...
I'm sure.
Good morning to you, Gay Pride. It is good to see you.
Top of the Mora.
I have a question for Gay Pride here in just a second. First...
We've got a drummer birthday.
It's drummer D. Plaka's birthday of L7. They are 61.
What's your favorite L7 song?
It's actually the one Bob just did. That's actually a cover of one of the L7 songs.
It's interesting. That's absolutely and 100% true. But also, L7 was the band behind the music for Rocka Hula Lua Summer from Grease 2. You could look it up. It's on the internet. The drummer birthday thing was great. Bob doing the drummer thing leading into drummer birthday makes it absolutely wonderful. And I'm very happy about it. And I'm very sad, like I've mentioned, when it's not there. Rapper Peppa of Salt and Peppa is 57 today.
Nice.
Chris Jericho, pro wrestler, is 51.
It's Cisco's birthday. He's 43.
I watched one of the most interesting... I've had really good YouTube luck lately. There was a Vice thing where they did a documentary about the Thong Song, and that's where I learned that Cisco was also part of a group called Drew Hill, which I didn't know. And that was really interesting how the Thong Song came together, including the strings part. Like, they hired somebody and was basically like, hey, we need you to do a strings part for a song called the Thong Song. And the person's like, interesting. There's that. And then I happened to yesterday on, like, my front page of YouTube, there was a thing about Jim Carrey's first appearance on Letterman back in 1984. And in that interview, Letterman says something about, I really like you in that new show called The Duck Factory. So you know what I did yesterday? I watched 3 episodes of Jim Carrey in The Duck Factory, which appears to be some sort of 1980s sitcom that was on network TV.
Nice.
Jim Carrey
Cisco's
started young.
That's fantastic. Never heard of the Duck Factory. Cisco's also a friend of Kinda Funny, the YouTube and Twitch and podcast company. And he helped produce all of their like jingles and stuff.
Wow.
So if you ever watch anything from Kinda Funny and it opens up with a fun little jingle, Cisco had his hand in that.
Happy birthday, Cisco. Good moron to you, The Wind of Life. It's good to see you on YouTube. We're doing birthdays this day in gaming history.
Good moron.
We have a couple. We have 3. We have a trio of chances for Sean to continue Sean's streak of correct answers on lawsuit or not lawsuit. Okay. Let's go to 1982, Sean.
Surely one of these is a lawsuit.
but which one?
What are all of the years?
1982, 1982, and 1983.
I'm gonna say lawsuit for 83.
Wow, so you're just going to give the full canvas here. Okay. 1982, Mattel Electronics, who was in the news yesterday, announces it would offer converter hardware allowing the Intellivision to play Atari 2600 games or cartridges. Converter hardware. That sounds like a hack. It doesn't sound like that should be allowed. Trademark some stuff.
Maybe it's a convertible hardware.
That could be. 1982, U.S. Surgeon General Dr. Everett Koop. Everyone remembered Koop, right? Old Dr. Koop.
Oh, Dr. E. Coop.
Gave an opinion that the effect of video games on young people, saying there may be mental and physical harm due to addiction and that there was nothing constructive to video games. Does that sound like a lawsuit?
Nope.
No, it doesn't. So you are also correct.
Correct.
You said 1983 would be a lawsuit, though, and that was when 20th Century Fox Film announced that it was phasing out its video game division.
You have to refresh the rundown. I think part of it got clipped off.
Okay, refreshing right now. Again, this 1983 20th Century Fox Film announced it is phasing out its video game division. That's my fault. After a terrible lawsuit.
Oh, wow.
Correct. Correct.
Can't believe it.
Ding, ding, ding.
Huh, that's strange. It's almost like that was added in there after the fact. Did you add that?
No, that'd be absurd.
Okay. Well, your streak continues. Wow. What a lucky break. No, Brendan. We just got it was below the I had to refresh and I don't know why there was an ellipsis there. After a terrible lawsuit. 2002, excuse me, Electronic Arts put out SSX Tricky for Game Boy Advance. It was a snake game about snowboarding. 2004, Halo 2 came out for Xbox from Microsoft. Price was $50 for the standard version. For $55, you got a deluxe version. Came with lettuce and tomato. Because it's deluxe. 2.4 million sold first day.
Nice.
2004, Jack 3 came out from Sony for PlayStation 2. For some reason, Jack always reminded me of Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
Wasn't it a buddy game, right?
Yeah, they were contemporary games and the Jack and Dexter games. Dexter?
Did Jack go solo in 2004?
Apparently. I never got into those games.
But you did like Ratchet and Clank.
Dexter. Yeah, Ratchet and Clank was my jam.
2009, Microsoft released Halo Waypoint. That was for Xbox 360. 2010, Activision released Call of Duty Black Ops for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360.
So we're going to catch up.
There you go. That's your This Day in Gaming History. That is birthdays. Happy birthday, Cisco. And if you have a chance to watch The Duck Factory, starring Jim Carrey. Yeah. Here's what stood out to me the most is the interview with Letterman. Jim Carrey's on there. Jim's probably in his younger 20s is what I'm guessing. In 1983. K-Laugh. When was Jim Carrey born? And to think that 10 years later is when he first started in the Ace Ventura movies. And that's when I had perceived Jim Carrey to have just burst onto the scene. But apparently, Jim Carrey was doing stuff 10 years before that. So it gives me hope for my late 30s. Anyway, born James Eugene Carey, January 17th, 1962. Yeah, so he was 22 in that video. From Ontario. Huh. I didn't know Jim Carrey was born in Canada. Huh. Learn something every time. Really quick before you have to jet, Gabe Pride put on Gabe Pride's Twitter that there was an Oreo package of Pokemon Oreos. And it appears that Gabe Pride bit into a Mew Oreo. Gabe, is that true? And is it also true that those things are selling for thousands of dollars on the internet? And would you have sold it had you noticed that it was a Mew Oreo? I guess you can answer that question. We can give you the answer on the other side of the break. But that caught me on. That stopped my Twitter feed. So good job, Gabe Pride, for having quality content on your Twitter. Well, shout out, Gabe. we did it. All right, everyone say goodbye to Sean. Sean's got to go do stuff. I will hang out with you for the final 2 hours. Mike was going to be here, but Mike's on assignment. So chat, where is Mike? Is Mike undertaking? Let us know, please. And when we come back next hour on this Best Movie Soundtrack Day, we'll tell you the top 10 best-selling movie soundtracks of all time. That's ahead. Oh, here we got the answer. True, I bit into it without checking, and I have heard Muse are selling, but I didn't know for possibly thousands of dollars. I think that was a story yesterday. I could be wrong. So, anyway, we'll come back with more. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, GamingMorningShow.tv. We see you in a sec.
Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, List of the Day and Sports. Find GMS on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and GamingMorningShow.tv. And join our Discord. Go to gms.watch and click on where to find GMS. Time for hour number 2. Right now.
Morning, gamer. Gaming Morning Show continues. It is Tuesday, November 9th, 2021. Thank you for being here. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. I am Hefty Goof. Mike O is on assignment. Last we checked on Mike O, Mike O was being eaten by Sasquatch. It's part of the assignment.
It was Sasquatch.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I had that wrong. I apologize. That was not the case. Mike O is hunting down the rest of Bob. Actually, it turns out, Sis, that we were able to recover most of Bob. Last week, about this time, we had 10% of Bob. And then it turned out that we were able to rebuild Bob to the point where we had 3/5 of Bob. But as of right now, I think Bob is completely fine. Okay. Bob, you doing okay?
Bob likes it.
That's not what I asked. I said, Bob, are you doing pretty okay?
I'm pretty okay in here.
Bob's back in the box, doing better than ever. Okay. Anyone who thought Bob wasn't fine, Bob's okay.
Hello, chat. This is Bob. I can assure you that I'm completely fine, and you do not need to keep asking Ryan, Sean, and Mike how I am doing. I promise. I'm definitely not blinking twice right now. To prove it, please note for the record that Hefty Goof is tremendously talented at rolling his R's. Thank you for your concern, but I am fine. Please help me.
Never been better, you can tell. You can hear it in his voice. Mike's fine. Or Bob's fine.
Could someone crack the window, please?
Maybe we could get Bob some window space, so. That's true. Brendan has a good suggestion going back to Gabe Pride eating the Mew Oreo. Maybe you can still sell the partially eaten Mew for tens of dollars, and that's a possibility. Some other answers for where Mike is this morning. Mike is serving customers at an Arby's, in line for Shaq's new book, still trying to milk Pickle, which, by the way, good moron. To you, Pickle, it's good to see you.
Top of the moron!
Or is proving the existence of the Loch Ness Monster, according to Scott Chick.
It was the Loch Ness Monster.
Also maybe watching The Eternals. I heard The Eternals is a pretty good movie. I heard that some of the critical reviews of it are meh, but, you know, that's fine with me because I don't watch that many movies, let alone trust, like, the opinion of mainstream critics for that. I like reading them. I like people's opinions, but I mean, I think, especially with movies and TV shows, it just seems like it's way too subjective to just take one person's or a collection of reviews to determine if it's bad. Maybe like Paddington 2, since it's what the most popular, well-received movie of all time. Maybe that's where it's like overwhelmingly the best. But again, I don't know anything about movies. Says that's what Bob wants you to think. No, again, I'm telling you, Bob is okay. It's fine.
Please help me.
Mike is baking a rustic country loaf of bread with candied walnuts and a light honey glaze. Sounds like Mike. I mean, Mike is really a man of the people.
Mike O is a mighty fine, plain individual.
Coming up this hour, top 10 best-selling movie soundtracks of all time. We'll also have sports. Last night was Monday Night Football. This is going to be fun. I didn't watch anything. I don't even know who won Monday Night Football. So when we get to sports, it'll be me learning who won Monday Night Football for the first time. You'll get to see it live on stream. What a reveal that we'll have. First time. Happens on stream.
Who's got the cutest pet on the internet? I have this one, so cute.
Arturo's doing pretty okay.
A warm welcome to our deputy cat petter, Scott Chick.
We also have a story coming up. We're going to tell you about the pushed back timeline for Rogue Squadron. It's the Patty Jenkins Star Wars film. So we have that coming up as well. We'll do the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Re-News coming up in the 8 o'clock hour. And we will also have clip of the day. Brendan says, hey, Rotten Tomatoes has convinced everyone that the quote-unquote best movies are the most palatable ones. which sometimes is true, but not always. But I have known people who refuse to watch a movie with a rotten score. I remember reading reviews like so one thing that I wish I still had, I wish we still had access to, was like the newspaper growing up. I read the newspaper all the time. And I say I wish we still had access to the newspaper. I know what we do, but the newspapers of today, they're just not funded well enough to be as good as they used to be. Does that make sense? USA Today, I think, is probably pretty okay. But other than that, like, the local newspapers is tough to get. But I remember reading the reviews, which, again, it was in my local paper, but those were written by, national folks, syndicated. I remember that was a lot where I got information. And one of the reasons I became such a big sports fan is in the sports section of newspapers. Back in the day, they had this thing called the transactions part, and they still have this in there. And you would know where everyone's going if you just read through the transactions. So it was like Mike Smith was traded to the Dodgers, right? So you'd have that information through the transactions. So I remember reading that a lot. And so I think movie reviews, I enjoyed reading them as a kid there, but it always seemed a mismatch. It's like, I like that movie. What do you mean Ace Ventura was not a cinematic masterpiece? Anyway. So I've never really been into critic scores anyway. Superphonics here. Good moron to you, Superphonic.
Top of the moron.
Best film of all time is Point Break, the original. Changed my mind. That is true. We've heard that opinion from you before. Skydiving Bank Robbers, right? But best soundtrack of all time is Interstellar. That's interesting. Or Star Wars, but I think that's linked to my love for Star Wars. I have never heard the Interstellar soundtrack. I like these submissions, Super. K-Laugh says Hocus Pocus has a 38% Rotten Tomatoes score. We can safely say Rotten Tomatoes is out of its mind. Yes, Hocus Pocus was pretty okay. As proven by our table read. Can you believe the table read was like 2 weeks ago at this point? Point Break is the epitome of 90s cinema, and then Hans Zimmer is just the greatest. We talked about Hans this morning. My votes were The Greatest Showman, but also the Lion King soundtrack. And the Lion King soundtrack, apparently, was composed by Hans Zimmer. Lyrics by Tim Rice, and Elton John was involved too. So, and I think movie soundtracks are fun. You got both, like someone referenced Can't Hardly Wait earlier as a soundtrack, and that was a compilation soundtrack, right? Where you took the best of different songs, different artists, and you compiled it into one movie soundtrack. And that's significant too, because this is back in the day when you didn't have access to like individual songs like you do now post iTunes and Spotify and such. So getting soundtracks was great because you had a better chance to listen to a whole bunch of music in one purchase, right? Now soundtracks are probably less critical for that regard. Down says 8 Mile soundtrack was good. I've never actually seen 8 Mile, which is the movie about Eminem. Never have seen it. Heard it's good, just never have watched it. Brendan says, my favorite Disney soundtrack would have to be its own category for me, because that answer is Hercules. Oh, Hercules was really good. They had like a, kind of almost like a house band, right? There was one ensemble that sang a vast majority of the songs, right? Or at least like the narration songs, which those were great. Hercules, right? Who was that band or that ensemble? Fun fact about Hans Zimmer, he doesn't write much anymore. He trained a team of people to write Hans Zimmer sounding music. Hey, that's someone who owns the business and has other people manage the business. The Muses. But was that the name of their, like, collection of people? Like, was it actually a group of people known as the Muses, or that's just what they were as characters? I'm just trying to figure out if they were assembled specifically for the movie, or they were an existing group that was used for the movie. Smart. Oh yeah, we had someone reference Rocky Horror Picture Show, Rocky Horror Picture Show, right? Which, by the way, for some reason, growing up in the Rocky Mountain region, my brain always says Rocky Mountain Horror Picture Show, which makes me laugh. I've never seen that. I do know one song from it, because somebody sang it when I was freshman year of college. And I was like, what is that from? And then she and I talked a bunch about Rocky Horror Picture Show, and I've still never seen it. So there's that. And then someone also said Little Shop of Horrors, which apparently was a black and white film before it was a modern day film. Little Shop of Horrors. Oh, thank you. KJ is living by one of our steadfast rules.
Remember, if you're getting food, you must show and tell when you come back.
So we have a double chocolate muffin and coffee. I want Costco muffins. So good. We lost, and that's unfortunate. 7:22 West Coast time. 10:22 out east is 3:22 for those watching GMS in the UK. Superphonic says I can also add in a different category the Grease soundtrack. It's interesting you say that, because before Sports.Gaming had to leave, Sports.Gaming said Grease 2 is the best soundtrack of all time. Let's see. Brendan said they were actually a bunch of women from Broadway assembled for the movie. That's awesome. They did a great job in the Hercules soundtrack. Downs said exactly what I just said, which was Superphonic Grease 2 has already been mentioned. Superphonic says, yes, Grease. Downs. I made a boo-boo. Grease 2 sucks. Hey, not if you're a Michelle Pfeiffer fan. That was one of my favorite little pieces of knowledge, is the fact that I know Michelle Pfeiffer was one of the main protagonists in Grease 2. But yeah, Sean was referencing stories or songs called something about Hulu or Luau or Hula, something like that. Anyway, Grease 2, wherever Grease is sold. Yikes. I always call it Rocky Mountain Horror Picture Show as well. It says Rocky Mountain Oyster Horror Picture Show. That could be a whole different thing. Never have tried them. Had lots of opportunities. Never gonna eat a Rocky Mountain oyster. Not a chance. I could barely eat a oyster, and those are two very different things. Hey, it's Brendan _TTV says Little Shop of Horrors is the perfect musical. I agree with whoever chose this. Grease 2 does suck, and I love it for that. Love it. Down said, I copied you too. I didn't want to spell it wrong. Muffin is in quotes because I consider it more like a cupcake than a muffin. Yes, for example, if you go to Costco, a very popular warehouse store in the U.S., they have these muffins that they make. And they are not muffins, they are cake. And they are delicious because of that. Superphonic, my mom said I saw Grease 50 times at the cinema. And I watched it every Sunday when I was growing up, so I know all the words. Yes, and that's one of those movies where it's like, oh yeah, no, the kids can totally watch this. It's fine. Then you listen to the lyrics of Grease Lightning, and you're like, wait a second. And then there's, of course, the just ask for consent song, Summer Lovin'. So there's a movie has some moments where it's like, eugh! But they tried, so that's good, I guess. Sis says I still need to see Grease. Grease watch party. It'll be no later than 2025 with GMS. We'll have a Grease watch party. Let's give you the top 10 best-selling movie soundtracks of all time. Still to come, we have a story about Patty Jenkins' Rogue Squadron. If you also are ever worried about being trapped in space without a toilet, we'll have that story for you coming up later in the show as well. Brendan says the movie wasn't great, but the Daredevil movie soundtrack, that was great. See, and maybe is that one of the ones that I referenced earlier, where it's like a compilation of great songs, right? Wasn't the Armageddon soundtrack pretty okay too, if I remember right? We had Downs reference the Titanic soundtrack. Those were about the same era. Superphonic and the theme of all you have to do is change everything about yourself to get a guy. Yes, that's unfortunate as well. Rockahula Luau. Summer is coming. That is exactly what Sports.Gaming referenced before Sports.Gaming had to take off. But up to you if you want to click a KLAF link, especially one to YouTube. I wasn't here the day that everyone was getting rickrolled, KLAF. I'm just trying to spread good information. You know what's good though, and Moana did this for me. When a soundtrack is so good that you get to the end of the songs part, this is kind of what Brendan's talking about, and you get into the original, like the orchestral parts, and you're still listening to it. And that's one thing, even the Moana's like background music, if you will, it was really good too. All right, this is from audionetwork.com. Top 10 best-selling movie soundtracks of all time. We do a top 10 list every show if we don't have a guest in this time slot. KLAF, you wish it was a Rickroll. Thank you, Scott Chick. Noble effort today. We will remember this always. This was written in June, either June 2nd or June of 2002. I don't know. This does not look like something that was written to be kept current or updated. It looks like it was written for SEO. And that's okay. I can live with that. Number 10 on this list starts with
1-0.
One of the ones I mentioned, The Lion King from 1994. Now, these are best-selling, so this order is going to be based on sales, which I don't think I prefer for a top 10 list, but hey, we have 20 minutes of prep time, and this is the one we found. Sold 15 million copies. This is my, like, defining moment with this soundtrack. It was good enough that my favorite song on it is actually the villain's song. When Scar sings Be Prepared, we'll have, we repeat, endless meet. Like, that's the background lyrics. Like, come on. Be prepared for the chance of a lifetime. Be prepared for sensational news. Of course, there was Hakuna Matata. Can you feel the love tonight? It was the first time you saw two lions and what they look like when they're about to get down. Oh, yeah. Number 9 on this list
9
is Bombay. So we're already to the second one on this list, and the first one I don't have a clue what this is. Anyone know about Bombay, the soundtrack to the 1995 film? It's sold 15 million copies. Romantic drama film set in the early 90s and focuses on an interreligious family coming to terms with growing tensions between the Hindu and Muslim communities in Bombay, now known as Mumbai. The Bombay soundtrack was produced by multifaceted, talented A.R. Rahman. The lyrics of the original Tamil version of the film were written by Vairamuthu and Vaali. The most powerful song is Tu Hi Re, which amplifies the complexities of forbidden love. There you go. That's number 9.
8
Number 8 is Flashdance. Flashdance was an 80s dance movie, right? Dance movies are really interesting to me. I like I can't dance. I want to like preface it with all that. Like, I can dance fine. I can't dance, if that makes sense. But I love, like, my wife has had me watch America's Best Dance Crew, and the first season was like Jabberwockies. That's what Twitch when he did the one with gosh, is his name? I don't remember his name. He was more of like a classically trained dancer, and they did the song "Get Out of Your Mind," and it's one of my favorite. I rewatch the YouTube clip of this dance competition for that song, so that shows you how much I like it. Well, Flashdance is not one of those things that I like go back and watch a whole bunch, but it's got Maniac on it, He's a Dream, and then of course Flashdance, What a Feeling. And I have seen the Flashdance audition sequence, so there's that. It's worth watching.
7
Purple Rain has sold 20 million copies from 1984. That's a Prince soundtrack. And it must be a Prince movie. Was Purple Rain a film? That was Prince's film? Ha! I learned something today. 6th studio album was Purple Rain as well. It was impressive and won an Oscar for Best Original Score.
6
Oof! I don't know how to say this one. Diwali. Nope. I'm gonna need serious help, or else I am gonna just butcher this. Apparently, this one includes pirated copies. You'd have a whole lot more.
Dilwale Dulhania Lajayanj.
A Hindi language romance film directed by Aditya Chopra. It sold 100 million units if you count pirated copies, but for the purpose of the article, it sold 20 million copies. It's a narrative focusing on two Indian Londoners who fall in love on a European trip.
5.
Let's try this one.
Ashaqui.
Ashaqui, 1990. Indian romantic musical. The author writes, but you probably have heard tracks from the soundtrack. It's a best-selling Bollywood soundtrack of all time because it's just as key to the storytelling as the visuals. All right, so there you go. That's number 5 on the list.
4.
Is Grease from 1978. So this goes back to Super's mention of Grease. Which film has the best soundtrack? Well, it's got to be Grease because there's something for everyone. Fan of a emotive ballad, writes the article. Stick on Hopelessly Devoted to You. Feeling chatty? Put Look at Me, I'm Sandra D on repeat. Want to duet your lover? Ask Alexa or Siri or Google to play the number 1 hit, You're the One That I Want. You're the One That I Want was a bop. Right? Come on. And I remember during prom, we did some of the dances to Grease. So, come on. We were cracked.
3.
Titanic, 1997. Downs, you made it. Downs, 30 million copies. This is the best-selling movie soundtracks of all time. Titanic sold 30 million copies. It's not about the sinking ship. Although, I heard Polly from the Dan Patrick Show mention that at Grandma's house or something, the kids were invited to take any of the movies from the VHS stack and throw it in the VCR and watch. Apparently, like 7 and 5-year-old watched Titanic and went from a really fun romantic story to a horror film real fast. Awkward. Third highest grossing film of all time. It was at one point like the longest tenured grossing film. Anyway, Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On. Best original song, and also won 4 awards at the Grammys. So there you go.
3.
Ooh, Dirty Dancing, 1987. She's Like the Wind. Right? Isn't that a song? Be My Baby by the Ronettes. Do You Love Me by the Contours. And Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow by the Shirelles. She's Like the Wind. I have watched Dirty Dancing far more than I really had preferred. I don't love Dirty Dancing, but I understand why people do. It's a fine film. And it sold 32 million copies of the soundtrack.
2.
Saturday Night Fever's on this list. How about that? 40 million copies. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. You got John Travolta. You got Disco. Bee Gees. Now, did the Bee Gees play most of the songs in that soundtrack? In fact, this says, many of them come from the funky British band, the Bee Gees. Staying Alive, Night Fever, and More Than a Woman. Isn't it Saturday Night Fever? Right? Yeah, I'm with you, Brendan. Dirty Dancing was fine. Holy cow. So that was 40 million. We went from 32 million with Dirty Dancing, 40 million to Saturday Night Fever. But listen to this.
1.
The number 1 selling movie soundtrack of all time. And I feel like this is just going to be because of the person who sang the lead song to this. All right, chat. I'm going to give you a little bit of a chance to guess because we got 1 minute left in this segment. This sold 45 million copies. 5 million more than Saturday Night Fever. It is from the 90s. And there is one song on it that probably got more radio play than maybe any other single for a movie song of all time. The person who sang it is now dead. So not Tarzan, because I don't think Phil Collins is dead. Robin Hood? No. I don't know any of the songs from Robin Hood. I'm sorry. Mystery Men is a good guess if I knew what Mystery Men was. Wait, isn't Mystery Men... Isn't that like the superheroes that like aren't real superheroes, or like they have powers but they don't? Maybe that's what it was. No, this soundtrack has to do with a movie that was pre-Waterworld. Ooh, Aladdin's a good guess. Lion King, I think, sold more than Aladdin. That's a good guess. Aladdin was okay. Oh, it had Smash Mouth. Sure. They aren't dead. That's true. Pre-Waterworld. The actor from that movie is involved in this movie. but the person who sang the song is dead. And this was 1992, so it was very much on the heels of one of the most iconic sports national anthems of all time, but it was because it was on the heels of the Gulf War, or while the Gulf War was happening. All right, we'll give you a countdown.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And I will always love you. I hope this isn't too loud, and the headphones warning is going. Whitney Houston, The Bodyguard. Yes. Oh, sorry, Scott Chick. Sorry. Headphone warning. I tried to back off the microphone to keep it balanced, but the pitch. Oof, the pitch. Yes, The Bodyguard. 45 million. 45 million. That song was from a movie. Yeah. Yeah, this person writes, a testament to the unparalleled star power of the late Whitney Houston. Yeah, Whitney was cracked. So there you go. Bodyguard, number 1 on the top 10 best-selling movie soundtracks of all time. Yeah, not thinking about the possibility of breaking people's ears. Listen, I figured I wouldn't even hit the octave and my voice would have just cracked. So instead, you got me trying to sing high. The headphone were having really good. Anyways, Whitney Houston. I Will Always Love You, The Bodyguard soundtrack from 1992. Kevin Costner was in that film. I've never watched Bodyguard from beginning to end. Is it a good movie? You want me to sing it again, but everyone's ears are broken. Do we really need to break ears further, or is this the point where if I break everyone's ears again, then everyone's ears are fixed? Thank you. Thank you, Caleb. Whitney Houston wouldn't have given a headphone warning. Greatness needs no disclaimer, Ryan. Let it ring. That's true. If it's already broken, you can't re-break it. So, I think we'll just leave it as a moment in time and enjoy what we had, chat. We will always have Hefty trying to sing I Will Always Love You really loudly. Okay? We'll have that together. You can kind of tuck that into your pocket, and then when you need it, you can whip that out and be like, this is that moment in time that we had together to get through things. Oh, eardrums are overrated. I've been wearing headphones my whole life, and, who needs these things, right? I'm sorry, Scott Chick. Forgive me. All right, it's now 7:39 on the West Coast, 10:39 out east, 3:39 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. The good news is I can't sing, period. But I also cannot sing Rock-a-Hula Luau, Summer is Coming, from Grease 2. So if you would like to watch the music video for that very popular piece of musical genius, be sure to click on K-Laugh's link from earlier. All right, Patty Jenkins is a movie director. I believe directed both Wonder Woman films. And Ryan Latanzio of IndieWire has this story. Apparently, Patty Jenkins is the person working on the film Rogue Squadron. Okay, Rogue Squadron is a new Star Wars movie. Hollywood Reporter first reported that the film, which was set to begin pre-production by the end of the year, has been taken off the production schedule for next year. This is a spin-off movie that was announced back in December, so this is already almost a year in the making. The author writes, Jenkins has been developing the Hush Hush film with writer Matthew Robinson with Lucasfilm for over a year, but scheduling issues on both Jenkins' side as well as among the producers and filmmaker team have caused the delay. Per the Hollywood Reporter, the hope is that once Jenkins fulfills her previous commitments, she will be able to return to the project. IndieWire has reached out to representatives at Disney who could not immediately be reached for comment. Do we need more Star Wars movies? Because this was kind of the thing is when Disney Plus came out, my understanding was that some of the more successful things that Disney Plus has done is TV series with Star Wars or Marvel, right? So some of the standalone movies, whether it's been a just Solo, right, was one. And then wasn't there another, was it just Rogue One? Was that a standalone film or was that a new one? So like just the by themselves movies were not as well received, correct? Whereas like you look at The Mandalorian was cracked, right? GMS After Dark is happening tomorrow. And that's going to be the show hosted by Look, It's Mike O. You can watch it Wednesdays at 4:45 p.m. Pacific time. But tomorrow, very first appearance by both of the following guests. Brendan from Hey It's Brendan _TTV and Austin Attack 12, one of the GMS hosts, will be on for the first time for a great pie and cake debate. Which cake and pie will rule? Find out tomorrow on GMS After Dark. It starts at 4:45 p.m. Pacific time. I hope apple pie is in the fight. Has to be apple pie with a little bit of sugar on top. Can't be overly sugarized. There's also, I think, a Dutch apple pie, which, if I remember correctly, a Dutch apple pie is one that has like more of a thicker streusel-esque topping to it. I could be making that up because I am not a baker. Nor a cook. Nor a baker cook. Ooh, how much cinnamon? I do like a good amount of cinnamon in an apple pie. But it has to be sweeter. I don't like unsweet apple pies. A good amount of cinnamon's fine. I do like cinnamon. One of my favorite things to eat as a kid was cinnamon toast. Not Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's a cereal based on the origin. But you had butter, cinnamon, and sugar on toast. It was great. What a sweet treat. I don't think Bruce is understanding where our goal is. I personally have apple pie in B tier. There's a lot of well, just the good pies, Brendan. But don't give away your answers. Look, it's Mike O on the search for Sasquatch and the Starbucks public restroom. May be seeing what you're throwing out there. We'd hate for there to be an advantage. Got to keep your strategery close to the belt. Down says, I think with Star Wars, when it comes to the cinema, they try to keep everyone happy and upset the vocal fans. Whereas on TV, Disney Plus, they can pander more to the fans, and in my opinion, more people enjoy them than as they are true to what they should be. Interesting. I mean, I would trust your opinion because I don't know any better. But for more pie opinions, you'll have to tune in tomorrow. Exactly. That was just a tease. Nice work, Brendan. On a future episode of GMS After Dark with Look, It's Mike O. Will Brendan vote for the apple pie? Find out tomorrow on GMS After Dark with Look, It's Mike O. We got sports coming up next. This game I jumped into the middle of, so the timing kind of got thrown out of whack. Next hour, we're going to have a GMS gaming hour because Mike unexpectedly was not able to be here. Mike's on assignment. Sports.gaming had to go to work. We knew that would happen. So, ooh, great. What a time to have an overtime game. Nice work, Bruce Ferde. K-Laugh, pie is breakfast dessert. Cake is dinner dessert, with many exceptions, of course. Cake for breakfast is good. My favorite thing that my wife makes, from a baking perspective, is apple pizza. And it's just basically apple pie flattened. But it has so much of like that streusel topping. Not as much cinnamon as you'd think, Sis, but a very good amount. Mike is taking the hobbits to that place. I don't know where they're going. rings, right? Oh, there we went. Let's see. Kate said, I want to bake all the pumpkin stuff. Yes, please. Don't give up on pumpkin. The Christmas season may be upon us, where they start to try to bake all these other holiday flavors. But damn it, hold on to pumpkin as long as you can. Superphonic. I'm thinking about making bread and butter pudding. I could put some pumpkin spice in there just for you. Let's go! I don't know what bread and butter pudding is, but it sounds delightful. I'll be there in about 9 hours. Pumpkin anything. It's my jam. I'm on board. 7:46 West Coast time, 10:46 out east. It's 3:46 now for those watching GMS in the afternoon. A big congratulations again to our friends over at twitch.tv/KimChica. That is Jenny's channel. Full Plate 2020 was a resounding success. Almost $30,000 raise for Player versus Hunger. They went almost 12 hours on that stream. And if you follow KimChica25 on Twitter, you'll see some of the kind of recap tweets about it. A lot of people came together to make that happen. And so kudos to Jenny Wallstormer, who is the host and founder of IntelliGame, which connects video games in the real world. They all came together for a great event. $10,000 donated from Twitch, a matching gift of up to $10,000 from Inner Sloth. It was a great event. Congratulations again to everyone involved with Full Plate 2021. Be sure to check out Taste Test, which is the new show from KimChica, Fridays at 4 p.m. Pacific time. And worth mentioning, too, our good friend Look It's Mike O, who was streaming last night, which might have been where the whole Stop Milking Pickle thing came up, is Mike is doing a Movember fundraiser, trying to raise $1,000 for the Movember movement, centralized around 3 different things: prostate cancer, testicular cancer, and mental health, raising awareness about all 3 of those things and how they impact men. You can donate, first and foremost, by going to this link, but also you can get ready for a 12-hour stream from Maiko as Look It's Maiko raises money for Movember. 12-hour stream starts on November 28th. Find out more information by going to Look It's Mike O on Twitch and Twitter. It's a raisiny custardy bread, baked, of course. I think I've had it. You know what I really do like, and it makes no sense that I like it, was rice pudding. My mom used to make rice pudding. My grandma used to make rice pudding as well. And they probably still make it. I don't go home. So it was pretty okay. I like raisins, though. Raisins are delicious. Honestly, a pumpkin bread pudding sounds great. Well, let's go. Superphonic, thank you for getting into the kitchen and baking for us today. That would be great. Superphonic just ordered some pumpkin pie spice. Not going back now. Let us know how it turns out. We always have, of course, our show and tell when it comes to food on the show, but please put pictures in our Discord. All right, 7:50 now. It's time for sports. I told you that I didn't know who won the game last night. Monday Night Football was Steelers and Bears. Turns out that the answer was Steelers, 29-27. Oof, late field goal. It's what lifts the Pittsburgh Steelers to a win on Monday Night Football. A 10-point fourth quarter lead turned into a 1-point deficit following a fumble by punt returner Ray McLeod and a flash of brilliance by Bears rookie quarterback Justin Fields, who put Chicago in front with a 16-yard strike to Darnell Mooney with 1:46 to go, according to the Associated Press. So congratulations, the Steelers victorious over the Bears. So, in the highly contested AFC North, the Ravens, a 1-game lead over the Steelers at 6-2. Steelers are 5-3. The Browns and Bengals are both 1.5 games out of first place at 5-4. Hey, chat. Yesterday, did the Mets win? Did the Mets win?
M-E-T-S.
We got 2 no's from Downs and a travel day from Calaf.
Correct.
Correct. They did not win because yesterday was a travel day. So they're traveling for a whole baseball offseason. So congratulations to Mets fans. They did not lose. However, your Los Angeles Lakers, an overtime win at home to beat the Charlotte Hornets, 126-123. Okay. The Knicks, the Bulls, the Grizzlies, the Mavericks, the Nuggets, Warriors, and Suns were all winners yesterday. In the NHL, Chris M.E.'s Los Angeles Kings, a 5-1 win over Toronto. That's a big win on the road against a pretty good Maple Leafs team. So congratulations to the Kings. Washington beats Buffalo 5-3. Rangers over Florida. Again, Florida is the first 10-win team in the NHL. That's Florida's first regulation loss, 4-3 to the Rangers. So right now, your Eastern Conference leader, the Florida Panthers, followed by the Maple Leafs and Lightning. Your Western Conference leader, the Wild, on top of the Central Division. The Pacific Division leader is the Oilers, 1 point ahead of your Calgary Flames. The Kings sit 5 points off the Pacific Division lead. There you go. There's no baseball in Mudville. Okay. Thank you for that, Chris M.E. It is good to see you this morning. Good moron.
Top of the moron.
Chris M.E. was very popular in the birthday segment earlier because every single celebrity that we talked about in the birthday segment also had something to do with Chris M.E. So congratulations, Chris. Watch the VOD. All right, any other sports news to share? Let's see. Let's see if I can do this differently than I did the other day, too, when I was reading months old news. All right, let's see. Nope. All right, so the Las Vegas Raiders have apparently cut ties with 2020 first-round pick Damon Arnett. General manager Mike Mayock called Monday's decision a painful one to release Arnett. And then, of course, this comes after they cut this year's number 12 pick, Henry Ruggs III. No, Henry Ruggs III was part of the 2020 draft class, but Henry Ruggs was also cut. In golf, the Mexico Open will be part of the PGA Tour schedule for the first time. They're going to have a $7.3 million purse next spring in Puerto Vallarta. That's your golf news for K-Laugh. And college football, Scott Frost is going to come back, restructure contract with Nebraska. His salary will go from $5 to $4 million. He'll be back in 2022. They're 15-24 in 4 years under Frost. All right. We have a reminder there in the chat. The Kiki Cup registrations are underway. The Kiki Cup is a week away. November 20th is when you can get ready to watch that. Registrations are open. Go to thekikicup.com. GMS is proud to sponsor the Kiki Cup yet again. It's a fun, anyone can play Apex Legends tournament. Find out more at thekikicup.com. Good moron to you, Quiet I Am Gaming. It's good to see you this morning.
Top of the moron.
Frost should have just stayed here. Quiet I Am Gaming is referring to Frost whilst being the head coach of UCF, and they were a very good team. Listen, grass isn't greener all the time. However, he played in Nebraska, so it makes sense. I always kind of like the idea of you can always go to a better job or you can always go home. K-Laugh, in other golf news, it was 70 degrees here, and I got out on the course yesterday, but I lost a ton of golf balls due to downed leaves and muddy conditions. But still, golf in November. Absolutely. Yeah, Chris, the Kiki Cup is a week from Saturday, November 20th. So, get ready for it. Quiet I'm Gaming, yeah, I get it. You can't turn down trying to turn around your alma mater. Well, especially, Nebraska, as legendary as their program was, trying to get them back there, you think you can do it. And he may not be done. He's still the coach, so there's still time. But, yeah, that's the tough part, is you leave a job that you can maybe do for a couple of years or a couple decades. So, all right, let's take a break. We'll come back with more. We're asking, what is your favorite movie soundtrack of all time? That is our prompt for today. We did share some of the top movie soundtracks of all time from a best-selling perspective, and that includes things like The Lion King, the number one of which was The Bodyguard, starring Whitney Houston. So we had that earlier for you. Also, we told you about GMS After Dark coming up tomorrow. In addition to that, Austin Attack 12 is being a guest on After Dark with Look It's Mike O. But on Thursday, it'll be a day off from school, so we'll have Austin Attack on Gaming Morning Show, which is very exciting because if all four of us are here, we'll have a four-person GMS Puppet Pals Mad Libs Theater. So that could be a lot of fun, too. That's coming up on Thursday's edition of the show. Thank you for being here. It is Tuesday, November 9th, 2021. We'll come back with more shenanigans and fun on the other side of the break. I am Hefty Goof. Thanks for being here. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at GamingMorningShow.tv.
I'm opening and sees what you're saying to me makes me nervous. Yeah, I'm breathing out of my league. I'm opening and sees what you're saying to me makes me nervous. No, I never learned just how to take a compliment. In my mind, they never could be genuine, or they're too rehearsed to be their worth. And I can't tell if it's a spell or if I'm cursed. What's worse? Cause you know you're making me nervous. Yeah, you're digging deep, you scratch through my surface. Hey, oh, you know you're making me nervous. But I'm still trying to see if you're worth it. And I'm feeling out of my league. I'm opening at the teeth. What you're saying to me makes me nervous. Yeah, I'm feeling out of my league. I'm opening at the teeth. What you're saying to me makes me nervous. Oh, what? Oh, you're making me. Oh, you're making me. Hey, you're making me nervous, nervous. What? Oh, you're making me. Oh, you're making me. Hey, you're making me nervous. Slow down for a sec. I need to get out of my head. My face is turning all kinds of red. Oh, it's like you stole my breath, but I can't forget. Ooh, you know you're making me nervous. No, digging deep, you scratch through my surface. Hey, oh, you know you're making me. You know you're making me, but I ain't so chained to see you with it. No, I'm feeling out of my league. I'm opening out of teeth. No, what you say to me makes me nervous. I'm out of my league. So what of it, please? What you saying to me makes me nervous. No, oh, you're making me. Oh, you're making me. You're making me. Oh, you know you're making me. What? Oh, you're making me. Oh, you're making me. Hey, you're making me nervous.
Summertime, got liquor on the table. I don't mind where the night goes, your skin on mine. I see no other people, love is blind, but that's alright though. Pull me down, drown me in this thing I'm feeling. Round and round, my world is turning upside down. Tell me how I could be the one you're needing, girl. Your touch is driving me wild. I want your body on me. This moment is fleeting, so don't go away. I want your body on me. This moment is magic, I want you to stay. When you're playful, give it time. I'll make you mine, girl, your hand in mine. I'll lead you far away, girl, so got your eyes closed. Pull me down, drown me in this thing I'm feeling. Round and round, a world is turning upside down. Tell me how I could be the one you're needing, girl. Your touch is driving me wild. I want your body on me. This moment is fleeting, so don't go away. I want your body on me. This moment is magic, I want you to stay. I want your body on me. This moment is fleeting, so don't go away. I want your body on me. This moment is magic, I want you to stay. Your body on me. I want you to stay.
Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, Community Games, and GMS, Morning Gaming Renews. Get ready for your takeaways that were pretty okay, and the clip of the day. Follow us on Twitter at WatchGMS and become a Patreon. Go to gms.watch and click on where to find GMS. Time for hour number 3, right now.
Morning, gamer. Gaming Morning Show continues. It is Tuesday, November 9th, 2021. Thanks for being here. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. It is 2 past 8 o'clock West Coast time, 11 to 2 out east, 4 to 2 for those in the UK. Superphonic's going to be making some pumpkin pie bread and butter pudding. So if you'd like to go over to Supers later, we can all meet there. You just heard the song Nervous from Kathleen L. Big thanks to Kathleen for welcoming us in yesterday, as Kathleen was streaming in our time slot, which she does, fairly often. But it turns out Mike said that she had a pretty fun 24 hours or so, including some front page time on Twitch. So thanks for the warm welcome, especially, coming in on a raid to the front page spot, apparently. Scott Chick, after much consideration, I think Shrek 1 soundtrack is my favorite. Okay. Let's see what else is going on. Great song that's regarding Nervous, which you can play. Spider-Man 2 Easy. Track list. Spider-Man 2. Vindicated, Dashboard Confessional. Ordinary by Train. Did You by Hoobastank. Hold On by Jet. Gifts and Curses from Yellowcard. Woman, Maroon 5. This Photograph is Proof from Taking Back Sunday. Give It Up, Midtown. Who I Am, Smile, Empty Soul. Lucky You, Lost Profits. The Night That the Lights Went Out, something, something, something. The Ataris. Meant to Live, Switchfoot. We Are, Anna Johnson. Someone to Die For, Jimmy Gnecco and Brian May. Spidey Suite, Danny Elfman. And Doc Ock Suite, Danny Elfman. Spider-Man 2. Available wherever soundtracks are sold. Wow, reached number 1 U.S. soundtrack albums and was number 7 on the U.S. Billboard 200. Don't see sales numbers. But, yeah, well received. Spider-Man 2. Led off with Vindicated by Dashboard Confessional. Hefty, does your phone cover match your background exactly? It's not too far off. I have a lot of orange stuff in my life. So, favorite color is purple. Second favorite color is orange. Hey, it's Brenda's underscore TTV. Chris and I are on similar wavelengths. That era of superhero movies had great soundtracks. This sounds like an American Pie soundtrack. Daredevil double dipped into Evanescence. That's how you know it was good. And also emo. Orange is a great color. Orange is a really fun color. All right, we're going to activate the GMS Gaming Hour unexpectedly doing the second hour and third hour by myself. Look, it's Mike O is having internet trouble, so was not able to be here on the show. So we're asking you, chat, in addition to what is the greatest movie soundtrack of all time, is what's Mike O doing? Some of the best answers so far. Been searching for the Loch Ness Monster.
It was the Loch Ness Monster.
Maybe being eaten by Sasquatch.
It was Sasquatch.
Also, still being milked by Pickle, which, I mean, that's a whole thing. So there's a possibility of that. Scott Chick, not heard from Mike in a bit. Maybe Nessie hasn't got. Hope now Nessie hasn't got. You never know. You never know. Daredevil, the only true version being Affleck, had to be the best soundtrack I never listened to. Lady K is here, which, by the way,
welcome in, Final Hour crew.
Even though Lady K has been here the whole show. Lady K says, orange is my new favorite, or is my favorite. Second favorite is purple. We are the opposite. True.
Hello, FHC.
It's good to see you, Pickle Feet's here. Chris sent me a DM. I assume that means Discord, right? Oh, yeah. Come on in. Water's fine. Yeah, come on in. Wine room, count me in. We'll play Apex then. You can play arenas with me. We'll do that. It's 8:08 West Coast. Also coming up this hour, we have a story for you. This story is about a broken toilet on a SpaceX flight. So we have that story coming up for you as well. So stick around for it. World Freedom Day, Chaos Never Dies Day. It is also Scrapple Day and National Louisiana Day. We learned what Scrapple was earlier. It is apparently K-Laugh's favorite dish. K-Laugh, is that true? Do we love Scrapple more than anything else? Is that a big thing for you? You love Scrapple? Scrambled eggs and Scrapple? Oh, Brendan, what is Scrapple? If we could have Look It's Mike O's definition brought back into the chat, that would be great. Or K-Laugh, if you have the ability, that would be cool too. Let's welcome in surprise Final Hour crew guest host as the ambassador to the Final Hour crew. That is Chris M.E. Good morning to you, Chris. How are you doing today? Yeah. You know, I'm going to give you credit. You're doing your best Mike impression.
Mike, unmute your microphone.
It's very authentic.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Just doing it for effect, obviously.
Exactly. Do you know what Scrapple is?
I've heard of it. I've never had it.
It sounds delicious. I'll give you the definition, and then I'm going to reset your video really quick on my end. That's not something you
Oh,
do.
sure.
Scrapple, also known as the Pennsylvania Dutch name Panhas. Oh, gosh. Don't do this to me, Scott Chick. And traditionally a mush of pork scraps. You know it's going well when you define it as a mush of pork scraps. What a delicious sounding, appetizing, and appealing thing that is. You have those trimmings combined with cornmeal and wheat flour. What a combination that is to make this delicious thing that we know now as Scrapple. Get yourself some Scrapple wherever Scrapple is sold. All right,
like a hash. That is gross.
Tell me that one more time. Oh, Chris, come back.
Yeah, what the heck just happened?
I don't know, Chris. We're just flying by the seat of our pants this morning. So, and 3, 2, 1. Show me, Chris. All right, we can hear you.
Oh, hi.
You have a hash recipe for Scrapple?
A Scrapple hash? Oh boy.
Ugh. Someone equated it to meatloaf earlier.
Yeah, but meatloaf you can use meat whose quality isn't scraps.
Is this like the hot dog of meatloaf?
Yeah.
It's like mystery meat combined. Is this the Yoo-hoo
Yoo-hoo, the hot dog of chocolate milk.
of meatloaf? Gross. Listen, K-Laugh says slice it real thin and fry it up like Spam.
That is probably equivalent.
Gross. Just
I
gross.
love Spam. I don't care.
Well, no, I don't even think it's Spam. It's just the idea of eating this like leftover pork mash on it. Although, listen, I eat sausage. What the hell am I talking about, right?
Right. It's about the same.
It probably. Pickle says Scrapple looks like breakfast meatloaf. Weird. Yep, there you go. I'll come downstairs and have some Scrapple this morning.
Yeah, but who's putting together these pork scraps? Do you put it together?
That's a good point. Or does it come pre-packaged?
Yeah.
I still like my original hunch on what Scrapple Day was all about. It's referring to the tool that you use in surgery. Suction, Scrapple.
That's scalpel.
Maybe it is. Makita is here. Good morning on to you, Makita. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here with the Final Hour crew.
Hello, FHC.
Fun fact, haggis is made with all the bits of the sheep that you don't normally eat, minced up and traditionally stuffed the sheep intestines, boiled and often deep fried afterward in most UK fish and chip shops.
Lady K, fact of the day. Day.
Yeah, don't really have a desire to try haggis.
What? No, that sounds so appetizing. Sell me on it more.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Given your taste, I'm sure you would love haggis.
I love. Could we just drench it in sauce and we'll make a real good experience? Ugh, disgusting. Pass.
Gravy is a sauce. Sauces aren't dressings, and marinades are early to the party.
These are all facts. All facts. All right.
True.
Why don't you hop into Apex and we'll play some Apex this morning.
Sure.
Thank you for offering and going straight to the place where I check my phone all the time, which is my Discord DMs. Chris M.E. is the host of the Clip M.E. Show, which you can watch every other Saturday. Not this Saturday, but the Saturday after next. Probably not, though, because that's Kiki Cup Day. So anyway, there will be a Clip M.E. show somewhere in the
sometime
near future.
in the future.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bookmark Chris M.E. on Twitch last night. An excellent Fall Guys stream. Don't remind me, you had Kate online, Gray, and Mad Artisan on.
That's it.
Correct.
Nailed it.
Let's go. Shout all those folks out. King Gray, Mad Artisan, who was doing Vectober, and then I watched Nate did like a pin for you now or something.
Yeah, I may have a enamel pin.
Ooh.
Of my own.
Maybe. We'll see what happens in the future.
If it's too expensive, I'm not doing it.
I hope that wasn't a spoiler. Whoops.
No.
Okay, fine. Everything's good. So that's happening.
Spoiler tease.
We also will tell you about this broken space toilet coming up in just a little bit as well. All right, yeah, we can play
Space
through.
toilet.
We can play through one arenas game, and then we will get to the community games. Now, since Chris is here, and we do have a second host, that means that we can play Google Feud.
Or we could not.
But Google Feud is the one that everyone always asks for.
I indulged you last time. I'm not doing it again.
Oh, fine. All right. What do you want to do? Don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth, or Gartic?
Gartic.
Oh, wow. Look at this. Everyone's new favorite community game on Gaming Morning Show, Gartic.
Gartic's really fun.
Scott Chick says, but there debunks the theory of the haggis being a little creature that runs around the hills of Scotland with squint legs. All that haggis hunting. Wasted. Lol. Wait. So was haggis hunting the same kind of myth that jackalope hunting was in the U.S.? Has anyone ever heard of the jackalope, or am I just so much from Montana that this is the thing that I know about?
That might be a regional thing.
A jackalope. Rabbit with antlers. Imagine an antelope, but a bunny. Jackalope.
Okay.
Also, there used to be a thing called cow tipping that we do in Montana, where you allegedly were supposed to go into a field of cows, try to push one over. I still, and to this day...
They don't sleep standing, do they?
Well, I'm almost 40. I don't know if it's true. To this day, I don't know if you actually can cow tip. I think it's an excuse for people to go out into the fields late at night and then get like covered in cow poop.
Yeah.
It's like something you
do
tell
shenanigans.
Exactly. Lady K, yeah, my dad tried to sell that one to me as a kid, but the show, quote, come outside, unquote, taught me otherwise beforehand, so never fell for haggis hunting. Lady K was too smart.
Oh. Didn't get Lady K.
K-Laugh says jackalopes are real. Is that true? This whole time, I thought it was a myth, but it ends up being true? Interesting.
It was all true.
Scott Chick said, I got one of my old managers with that theory for 3 weeks straight. Never had them go
Chasing the haggis?
Hunting. Yes. Yeah. Apparently
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, I'm going to play Ash this morning.
So edgy. I've also never seen that intro. That's cool.
And this is why you play Apex Arenas, because you have a chance to play legends that you otherwise can't use in the real world. So there we go. Yeah, so we're going to play through this 8:17. Thank you for hanging out with us on a GMS Gaming Hour. If you've never been here for a gaming hour before, this is where we have a little more focus on gameplay, because we usually don't in this show. But we leave in all the fun, including the story about space toilets coming up very shortly. Very excited. You don't play much Arenas, correct?
Play much Apex these days.
Oh, that's true. Retired Apex streamer, Chris Emmy. Scott Chick said
I'm going through the butthole.
Okay. They did. Images came up. The question was, why does some have short hair and some have long?
At least one's through.
Okay. Told them that they were able to tell the gender. Oh my gosh. Man, this was a deep.
They're low ground, I think.
He's on the very bottom of me.
Oh, jeez.
EC3 Co coming up. Chris with 5 kills. Downs is believing.
No.
I'm gonna go grab the crafting materials.
I don't know where this last one is.
Some people are so gullible. Well, I mean, could have been before Google times. Maybe.
They left?
What fun this is.
They might have been AFK.
Oh yeah, maybe died to the
The
storm.
ring?
Yeah. All right. Let's play with this one. Oh, Sizz talked about snipe hunting, which I remember hearing a legend of snipe hunting too, which was where, like, my sister told me we were gonna go hunting snipes and then just left me in the woods.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, it is great having older siblings. Let me tell you. Sizz, was that your experience with that myth?
They're through.
Oh.
Are they low ground or?
One is.
Yeah, with you. Okay.
I'm chasing with you, but
oh no.
Care package in recharging shields.
So one's down there.
Oh, there are 2 up there.
Okay.
There's one next to you. One next to you.
Nah, he's gonna win that anyway. All right. What else we got? Pretty close, says Sizz. We got a marshmallow, and we had to call for the snipes, and then realize that the adults had left us.
Oh,
that's rough. That's rough. I could give another fun fact on marshmallows if people want it. Lady K, fun facts are always something that we're looking for. So, absolutely. Throwing for the content.
I'm going for the items.
Okay.
Even though it's not in the circle.
Throwing for the content.
Yeah.
I have no.
Yeah, I don't think they came
audio,
through.
So I have no clue if they're on their way.
Sorry, I took everything. Here's stuff.
Okay.
I can make use of that.
I like stuff.
And things.
Stuff and things.
Care package. Recharging shields.
I do have my portal thing, my tear.
Did you buy one?
Yep. Oh gosh, they're down here with me. I made a mistake. I'm dead. All right, here we go. Fun fact: the marshmallow got its name as it was originally made from the powdered root of the marshmallow plant.
Oh, jeez.
They stopped using it because these plants only grew in marshes and were too dangerous to traverse.
Oh, God.
Double fun fact.
Lady K, fact of the day. Day.
Nice try. Listen, if I had known that they were down there, I would have jumped down. I didn't know that. You are really on the Spider-Man 2 soundtrack, though.
It's really good. It's an incredible soundtrack.
What's very interesting is the 2 times the bruiser, right? That's what it's called. I like it so much that I prefer the blue upgrade of this car weapon to the purple one because I don't like the purple digi-threat.
I mean, yeah. On purple, I'll usually go back to the 2X.
They went through. Burning a couple.
How did that hit me? Are you kidding me?
He got me.
It's okay, we got this.
Nice.
Or no. Oh,
no!
They had 2 up. How did they have 2 up?
He must have just got that revive off. I thought he had started
you
it
kidding?
and didn't finish it. So it's all right
Oh, boy.
because it's 8:24. We have community games to play. This show's more about the radio than it is about the gameplay, except when the GMS gaming hour is in effect, which it is, and we do what we're doing now. But it's still okay because that always gives us an alibi when we lose. So it's all about the alibi. Nice game by Chris. 555. All right, it is now 11:24 out east, 4:24 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. Hello. It's good for you to be here. Thank you for jumping in for this third hour. I appreciate it. What is coming up in the Streamers Lighthouse community? It is a fantastic Discord community, and because it's November, it's time for an event.
It is time for an event. So one of our favorite holidays is Thanksgiving because it brings people together. And so we are doing a Thanksgiving feast stream on Sunday, November 21st. That is at 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern, and 7 p.m. in the UK. I mean, sort of mukbang, I guess. We are going to eat on stream. That's not the point, but we are going to.
Pickle ass mukbang? Question mark.
Yeah, so we're gonna try to share a meal together and talk about what we're thankful for. And to facilitate the meal, we're putting together a cookbook of everyone's favorite recipes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Can I make my submission now?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a Google form to put it into. But yeah.
I think K-Laf will be able to take care of this one for me. So you go to the grocery store, okay? And on the canned good items, you go and grab a can of Ocean Spray jellied cranberry sauce, okay? You with me so far?
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
You then go to your house. You grab on Thanksgiving Day. Make sure you do not open it before Thanksgiving Day if you're serving for Thanksgiving, because otherwise this
Sure.
will go poorly. And then once it's Thanksgiving and you're ready to eat the jellied cranberry sauce, you grab a nearby can opener, okay? And you open the can and you whack the cranberry sauce out of the can.
No way.
Please put on a plate with the garnish.
Don't just shake that
Correct.
to wherever.
That would be ridiculous. Could you imagine? So there you go.
I can actually.
Cranberry sauce out of the can. Classic.
Amazing recipe. Wow.
If you need more information, go to TSL's Discord, and we'll have that included in the in the cookbook.
That's where to go if you'd like to RSVP for the stream. If you want to be on the stream, if you just want to watch, that's okay too. And we have the link to the Google form where you can submit your recipes.
Would you be willing to call that one the Hefty Goof Memorial Cranberry Sauce?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right, we're gonna play a Gartic on stream. This is where you're in a few moments going to see pictures being drawn right before your eyes, very much like magic.
Right before my eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we are very much a performance stream here. You know, you might have seen GMS Puppet Pals Mad Libs Theater. This is the same kind of thing, except we draw with ghostly figures. So,
I actually don't know who draws it.
Right? Shouldn't we know that? Well, we just play this game without even thinking about, hey, where'd these drawings come from? We're very trusting on this. Hey, it's Brendan _TTV told us that we are one of life's winners, and we always will be to Brendan. So thank you, Brendan. I appreciate that. All right, good luck. Things are being drawn on the screen as we speak. If you're watching on Twitch, you can enter your answers straight into the chat. And if you are correct, you will get stars. You'll get points for it. If you are also watching on Twitch on mobile, always advise to put it into low latency mode because that'll help you. I will also try to just tell you answers to put in because I can see this before any of you because I'm in the driver's seat. So get wrecked, noob. Lady K said,
wow.
Lady K says, I celebrate Thanksgiving. Vampire. K-Laf says, I'm going to put a turkey scrapple recipe in the cookbook. Oh. Gross.
I mean, at least there's fewer gross pieces of turkey.
Can you make scrapple out of, like, the unused pieces of turkey? I know it's traditionally pork, but, like, can you have turkey scrapple? Lady K said, don't just shake it out wherever. That's what she said. Nice, Lady K. Nice, Lady K. Scott Chick says, the drawings come from space. So what you're seeing before you, these drawings are straight from space.
That'll do it.
Hey, it's Brendan _TTV, or Draw with Friends, rather. That game that was hugely popular for just a little while, like 10 years ago. Oh, wasn't Draw with Friends like a phone app?
Was it?
I thought it was, and it was like Words with Friends, and then like I would take a turn, and then you would have to guess mine, and then you would draw something for me. I think that's what it was, right? Oh.
It might have been. I don't think I played that one.
K-Laf said, this is all in caps, by the way, so for emphasis. Turkey scrapple made from turkey gizzards is a thing.
Oh.
Oh, gross.
Yoo-hoo, the hot dog of chocolate milk.
Congratulations, K-Laf. 5 stars to kick off this edition of Gartic on stream. Scott Chick and JF Downs, 2 stars apiece. Quiet, Chris, our co-host, and Sizz, 1 star apiece for the 6 that got points or stars in that opening round. But here's what the good news is. This is a community game, right? And so
we're all winners.
Yeah, exactly. We're working together, and the community has pushed us to level number 4. We get to skip 3 different levels because we're that cracked. Kalaf is just adamant about dying on this Scrapple hill, so heated by this undeserved hatred of Scrapple.
Maybe just gotta head to the East Coast and try it.
I don't even like meatloaf that much, right?
You don't like meatloaf? Come on.
That much? Like, I never am sitting there like, man, what do I want to eat tonight? Meatloaf. Gross. All right, here we go. Level number 4. So to have something that's made just of like leftover pork smashed together doesn't make any sense to me. Gross.
But when you were having meatloaf growing up, was it like put the ketchup on top or?
Oh, it sure was. And guess how that went for me?
Great, I'm sure.
So every meatloaf slice that came my way had to have the whole top cut off because, ketchup.
Wow.
And then, of
What
course,
a fussy child.
Still am. 38-year-old fussy child. I think that like the ketchup would permeate the meat taste, and therefore,
permeate?
Yes, it's soaked in. Like especially those first couple bites that were at the very top of what you had already, what was left after you cut off the actual ketchup. Gross. Good work, y'all. You have 5 of 9 so far, halfway through the clock on this edition of Gartic on Stream. Level number 4. If someone wants to do oil or oil spill. Try oil spill.
Oh, spill is probably it.
Also rat or mouse or Scrapple. I don't know.
Scrapple.
Kate Zaid found bomb. Nice work.
Oh.
There's a shower drain, it appears.
Yeah, I didn't know about that one.
Someone's eating eggs and Scrapple. Beach chair. Try beach chair. Chris M.E. did.
All right, we're trying it.
It didn't hit. Lounge chair, something like that. Wow. Rough Gartic on stream, y'all.
Yeah.
Pickle Feets found dessert at the very end. Wheelbarrow from Pickle Feets as well, but it was not enough. We are all losers today at level number 4 of Gartic on stream.
We've done better.
No matter what else happens today, you can go on throughout your day, though, realizing you were a loser before 9 a.m. Pacific time.
Yeah.
Is that not an
That's
encouraging
what
thing?
GMS gives you.
Yeah, right? Chris, no matter what happens with the rest of the day, you can say that was true. So,
thanks.
Downs, I don't know how it wasn't beach. No clue. So, no rematches. Nope. This was the thing. Congratulations, Kalaf. 7 stars. You are the overall winner. Pickle Feets with a 3-star level 4 finishes 2nd overall and is 1 spot ahead of Scott Chick, I am JF Downs, and Kate Zaid. Kate Zaid came in hot as well with 2 stars in level 4 to finish near the podium, if not tied for the final podium position. Your Caboose crew, the Lucy DeFirst Memorial Caboose crew, Quiet I Am Gaming, and Chris M.E. leading the way for Sizz and Lady K.
Yep.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah. Yeah, we were great. Losers, but great.
Oofy. My computer is like not liking the typing today. Chill out, computer. All right. Congratulations. If you have never seen Lucy DeFirst, please check out Lucy's stream. A lot of words on stream and such. But also, just a great overall person and former 5 Questions GMS guest as well.
She did a stream the other day where she was doing words on stream while DJing, which was pretty cool.
That would be a pretty entertaining stream.
It was cool. Yeah.
Hello, FHC.
Bubsy is here. It's liberating being a loser this early. That's the whole point. It's freeing to know that no matter what happens the rest of the day, you're already a loser, so it can't get any worse, right? I'm trying to turn this into a positive chat.
I don't know. Yeah.
Am I not succeeding with my quest here?
Not quite. That's okay. It's all about the intention.
Lady K, I managed to get one on mobile, as we've agreed. If you're not on low latency, especially,
which is very tough.
Hard. Yes, absolutely. Quiet said, but my mom told me, yes, whatever your mom told you, you are in fact, at least for today, a loser. Just for today. Down says, so K-Laugh is the best loser? I don't know. It's subjective.
The biggest loser?
That was a show.
It was a show.
On NBC.
It was a weight loss show.
It was.
Yeah.
Quiet said, or I guess downhill, because that's better. Yes, it all goes downhill from here. Wait, no. Uphill, right?
That's not the intention either.
No. Just listen. It's a good thing. No matter what people tell you, it's a good thing. All right, let's ready up. We'll play one more Arenas game, and then we'll call it a day, because we have to get out early on Tuesdays anyway. This is from Kat Lohnsdorf of NPR, Chris. This is about a broken toilet on a SpaceX capsule. What happened was, this was leading into yesterday. Okay, so this has already happened, but it's going to sound at times like it's about to happen. This happened yesterday. There were people on the aptly named spaceship, Crew 2. Okay, just keep this with you for a second. Crew 2, okay? They had a toilet that was no longer working, and so all of the crew members who were coming back down from the SpaceX Crew Dragon Endeavor had to wear diapers. And this is what Kat wrote. The 4 members of the crew will be wearing diapers as they splash down in order to prevent anything else from splashing too.
Oh.
Did I mention that they're from Crew 2?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. It's been a very, very intense mission. A lot of things have happened, according to the expedition commander. The SpaceX capsule scheduled to unlock from the ISS on Monday. That's, again, yesterday. And they were able to come down to Earth. It only took 20 hours of sitting in your own diaper.
Oh, crew poo.
Oh my gosh, crew poo.
Didn't think that was gonna get you.
Sorry, off brew.
It's got somebody. Probably off brew.
Well, that was the first poo reference?
No, we already shared the story at one point today. So unfortunately, you do not get first poop reference in the 8 o'clock hour. But still.
Oh, okay.
Her name was Crew 2. How good is that? Oh my gosh, so good. What would you rather have? 20 hours sitting in your own diaper, or eating Scrapple?
Ooh, I would eat the Scrapple.
Yeah.
Before that.
It's Brendan _TTV says we have some great takeaways of the day coming up. Yes, get ready. Takeaways that were pretty okay. Clip of the day. That's all ahead on this edition of Gaming Morning Show. That is Chris M.E. I am Hefty Goof. Thank you for being here for this edition. Tomorrow is GMS After Dark with Look It's Mike O. It is our once a week show where Look It's Mike O invites guests to the show to talk about whatever's on Look It's Mike O's mind. And coming up tomorrow, it's Hey, it's Brendan _TTV and Austin Attack 12. They will have the great pie and cake debate. Which will rule? So I ask you, Chris M.E., cake or pie?
I am definitely a pie person.
And which pie?
Generally like fruit pies, nice. A peach or strawberry, banana cream if I'm feeling luxuriant. One's down here. They're all inside. I hope someone's gotten some hits.
Oh, you're going.
Crack the Pathfinder.
Okay.
Someone's moved up. Oh, that's a Mirage.
There's a guy right here. Pathfinder's very low.
Oh, someone's behind as well.
Squad mates killers pinpointed.
I missed so many Mo's shots.
Okay. Nice work. KJ,
Where was the last one?
Must have died to the ring. Because that Pathfinder was so low, if they weren't able to heal, then maybe they just died. KJ, I hope you have a great day. Thank you for hanging out with us. Lady K said, I used to prefer cake. Then I made pumpkin pie. What a good story. Pumpkin
Delicious.
Yeah, I'm not going to buy my... Portal yet. My terror. K-Laugh says, Chris, if you like Spam, you like Scrapple as well. What about a Scrapple peanut butter and cheese sandwich? Have we considered that yet?
Oh, no. That sounds weird. Honestly, Spam, though? I could see it.
Quiet said...
I probably shouldn't pick one or the other.
One's down on the right here. Why does that hover? I don't understand why the ash thing hovers.
I broke the Pathfinder.
Oh, it doesn't hover. It just lands.
One's low. There's a Mirage in here with us.
Okay. Okay, that person was just sitting, maybe like they were AFK or something.
Oh, they must be AFK, yeah.
So, Quiet said, Crew Poo, the #2 leading brand on space-based diapers.
Crew Poo.
It depends. Anyone? It depends. Well, in one clip, the Bloodhound's sitting still. Like, I don't get credit for a one clip. I love pumpkin pie a lot. Yeah, apple pie is my favorite pie, fruit pie. But
yeah, apple pie all time.
Yeah.
Have it year round.
Mm-hmm.
A la mode, preferably.
No, ice cream ruins it.
How dare you?
One's on the right
the
side.
Audacity.
I'm
I
going
saw them.
silly.
They're back here. They're on that side. There's. Someone's on the right.
I'm not seeing any of these people.
The path is in the back lower. Is he on top again?
I can't find anyone. This is nuts.
Up.
Yeah, I
Is that
think we're gonna win
Bloodhound still
the ring
AFK?
again. Get him.
I actually don't see him in there.
There we go.
Oh, he must have been in there.
We're cracked. Nice. We did it. Chat, we're
So we're
one of
not
life's
losers.
winners. Yes, exactly. By proxy, chat, you are not losers today. Even though you lost Gartic on stream, and I blame you fully, you are not losers. So.
Very mixed messages from this morning radio show.
What do you mean? What, you want motivation? Go find someone else. We're not that for you today, okay? We're realists on this side. But we do share stories about crew poo, so.
Crew poo.
Oh, Pickles here said crew poo? I think I missed something. You sure did. You sure did. So I'm going to share it with you again. The broken toilet on a SpaceX capsule caused people to sit in their own diapers for 20 hours. So.
Uncomfortable.
All right, get ready for your takeaways that were pretty okay, chat. What is something you learned from today's show, as we will be getting out early? We'll also have clip of the day very, very soon as well. Pickle, can you win Gartic stream? That's true. Is there a way to actually win that game? Because eventually you lose, right?
You can feel like a winner.
Did you feel like a winner today?
No.
Yeah, that's right. You know why?
I got 1 star.
You know why you didn't
Why?
feel like a winner? Because you started your day off as a loser, Chris.
Oh, I see.
You can't get any worse than it does right now.
Yeah, that feels
Doesn't
good.
it? Just really soaks in and makes you feel special. So, I also apparently broke Quiet's brain because Quiet's mom always said that Quiet was not a loser. So, that's true. All right, to recap today's topic of the day, what is your favorite movie soundtrack? We learned that the #1 best-selling soundtrack of all time, of course, was Bodyguard, featuring Whitney Houston. But Chris,
Oh,
your answer
still?
was? Yeah.
Spider-Man 2. That's
What was the best song?
Tobey Maguire. Vindicated was the best song.
Was that the lead track?
That was the lead track.
Dashboard Confessional ran 3 minutes 20 seconds. Yes,
it is a classic.
Spider-Man 2. The best thing that ever came from Spider-Man 2 was the soundtrack. You want to know why?
Why?
Because Tobey Maguire was the Spider-Man.
Okay.
Gross.
You have strong opinions about that. Why do you have strong opinions about that?
I think it's unfortunate. I didn't like Tobey Maguire kind of to begin with, like Pleasantville era. However,
Pleasantville's so good.
It is, except for Tobey.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, Tobey and I just don't see eye to eye. But what happened was Spider-Man I watched in the movie theater during a saga of trying to get my car fixed while returning from a road trip, and there were a whole bunch of errors along the way that prevented me from getting out on time, and it all ended when I finally got my car back and pulled into a drive-thru to get food so I could finally drive like 4 hours home because I still wasn't home. And a hammer from a roofer fell through the back window of my car.
What the heck?
What are the odds, right?
Yeah.
I'll tell that complete story again at some point, but it was very odd. Do you have the rundown open by chance?
No.
Okay, if you could do that and give us the headlines of the day, gaming news style. This comes to you 6 o'clock hour every single show from our hashtag video game expert, Sean. We give the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News, and if you missed any of it, please search our Twitter at WatchGMS. And remember, all of this news comes straight from Sean's body.
Correction. Sean's gaming knowledge actually originates from his pancreas.
Sorry, from
not his kidneys.
Yes, from the pancreas specifically, not the kidneys. So, it's an important distinction. I want to make sure that that's clear.
I have access to the rundown.
Oh, bummer. All right.
I feel like I'm always losing it, yeah.
Yeah, I listen. We're trying to hold this thing together with duct tape and Band-Aids. Well, I'll just tell you that Pokemon Go will celebrate Diamond and Pearl remakes with special events. That's according to John Carson of Game Informer. Will you be buying either Pokemon Diamond or Pokemon Pearl?
Diamond. That's what I originally had when I was a kid, and I'm going to buy it again.
It is forever. Get your $25,000 Pikachu Bacharach Crystal, according to Brian Ashcraft of Kotaku. Go to our Twitter. This crystal actually looks, it looks very beautiful. It's a Pikachu crystal. How could it not be beautiful? So
sounds amazing.
That's from Brian Ashcraft, as I mentioned. And Metal Gear Solid 2, 3, and HD collections temporarily removed from digital stores. Jason Gusow from Game Informer had that. Apparently the issue is there's a licensing problem with a video clip that is in the Metal Gear Solid games, and so they cannot keep selling them until they get the licensing fixed.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's nuts. Out today, Airborne Kingdom for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One and Switch. Disney Classic Games Collection out for PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. I wonder what's in that. Is Aladdin in there? Football Manager 2022 for Xbox One, PC.
It is.
Forza Horizon 5, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, PC. That's going to take all of Brendan's time today. Jurassic World Evolution 2 for PlayStation 5, 4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and PC. And Blue Reflection Second Light out today for Switch. Our name of the morning was My Singing Monsters Playground out today for Switch. You found the list of games in the Disney Classics collection?
I did.
Hit us.
It does include Aladdin. I'm pretty sure it's the Super Nintendo Sega Genesis one. The Lion King and The Jungle Book.
Aladdin was very difficult. I do remember that.
I revisited it as an adult, and it wasn't as difficult as I thought it was.
Interesting. And then
because there's some of those old games that I go back to, and I'm like, holy moly, this was way too hard for a kid to try to play.
Right? Battletoads is one of the hardest games of all time.
Oh, of all time.
Yeah, not an exaggeration. Getting past like the air bikes mission was extremely difficult.
And that was early in the game.
Mm-hmm. Very early.
Oh, rough.
All right. So those are your headlines. Again, search us on Twitter at WatchGMS, and you can find more information. All right, chat, what are your takeaways that are pretty okay? Get ready for that. But first, it's time for the clip of the day. The clip of the day. Here it is. It's the clip of the day. Toot toot. Dunkin' Coffee, please, and a pull-apart donut, glazed donut bit, and also someone's 5G phone with unlimited data, please, to go. Ted, can I have your phone? That'll be $35.96. Oh my gosh, we're just putting salt in the wound, Sean. I can't have Dunkin' for a month because of this cleanse thing. Oof.
Juice is good too.
Go to the Jamba Juice bar. Although I don't know if that.
Jamba Juice.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that counts as part of the cleanse either.
Jamba Juice is only juice by name.
Should we just pivot seamlessly to the topic of the day?
What's your favorite movie soundtrack?
So happy you asked. All right, there's your clip of the day. Mike O's adventures trying to figure out how to find the internet, and then we went to Dunkin' Coffee trying to cheer our friend up, and it turns out that can't even have Dunkin', so
alas.
Yeah. Hope your day gets better, look, it's Mike O. Here's one thing that will hopefully propel you to that. Mike O, unlike many of us who were losers today, he's going to be a winner because Look, it's Mike O gets
Billy Thundergun Teammate of the Match Award.
Mike O persevered, went to 2 different locations wherever Mike lives to try to find internet to be on the show today. Failed. So in that respect, lost. But you were not a loser because you were a Billy Thundergut Award winner. So that's good. Chris M.E. stepped in heroically for the final hour. Reminder, TSL Discord to find out more information about the Thanksgiving event coming up, and you can tune in. Chris M.E. is streaming next Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Chris M.E., what is your takeaway that was pretty okay?
My takeaway is that we are all members of Crew Poo.
Oh, that's good. One of my favorite stories we've had in a while. Hey, it's Brendan _TTV. My takeaway is that we are losers, and it's going downhill. And
no, it's going uphill. It's going to go uphill.
I was going to say, for some reason, you should have reason to be optimistic still. I don't know why, but you should. All right, other takeaways that were pretty okay today. Chicken strips. I stupidly bought the first round they released that did not include the Jungle Book, and Superphonic refuses to buy again.
Well, I mean, the first round was all NES games, and I love those. Those are great games. But it wasn't the second tier of consoles.
The Elephant Graveyard was apparently impossible in the Lion King game.
It was a very tough level, yeah.
Was it really? Wow. Also, again, we're going to have an all-day event with Brendan playing Forza today. So if you have a chance to check on Forza a little bit later.
Oh, all day.
That'd be good.
Nice.
Down says Maiko didn't lose Gartic either, though. So that's good. That's good. My takeaway that's pretty okay is Grease 2 is the greatest soundtrack of all time, and that Rock a Luau Hula or something like that is the best song. However, if you didn't know, Michelle Pfeiffer's in Grease 2, so you have that going for you.
I can't believe you said that with a straight face.
I mean, it's true. It's one thing I've learned about Grease 2. Gonzo said, my takeaway is that I thought Aladdin was less difficult than I thought. That's true. That was according to our good friend Chris M.E. So. We're going to send you over to Katieosaurus this morning. Right now, in Just Chatting, performer, accidental ADHD advocate, and certified SEGS educator, if you know what I mean. So this is probably going, no, follower or subscriber, but not labeled as mature audience. So if you're going over there, that is what you can expect. So please say good morning from GMS. I would certainly appreciate that. Chris, thanks for being here. It's always good when you step in.
Always a pleasure.
For Chris,
thanks for having me.
For Mike, who was probably fighting Loch Ness Monster somewhere. For Sean, for Austin, I am Hefty Goof. Thanks for being here. Super's takeaway is that Gonzo was cracked at Aladdin as a kid. Take it away. We'll say good morning from GMS. Katieosaurus.